All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Laka. Good morning, Ari. How you both doing? Ooh, a little stretchy today. Hope you're all doing really good. All right. Well, today we are going to be getting back into our Endless Night Gunloper. We're doing every other day. We're switching back and forth between our mapping run and our Endless Night run. We're only 5 days, 19 hours into our Endless Night run right now, so this should be pretty interesting. Has anyone else pointed out the mag lens is useless? Yes, they have. I actually dropped it at the forge. You have a sinus headache, Laka. Oh no, yeah, I have a little bit of goo, I guess you could say. A little bit of stuffy head today myself, so where are we? No, I don't want to sleep. Okay, we're in the bedroom up here. Alright, let's get out of here. Got a lot of water here, and we got some food and some other stuff. We got a cupboard here we searched. What's inside of it? Okay, a lot of stuff. We can't get too heavy though, because we're going into the next zone. Let's leave a couple of these books behind. There we go. Let's leave the fire making one behind as well. We'll take both of those books with us. All right. Boy, oh boy, it's like, hey, I'll go outside tomorrow. Oh, wait a second, there is no tomorrow. Tomorrow does not exist. How fun that is for us. Now we do have a skillet and a pot now, so that's good. Yay. Hey, John Rogue, this is Total Blood Rain from Twitch. Oh, nice. Well, hello. Next 3 days we're supposed to be having storms, wind, rain, snow, a whole mixed bag. Yeah, today it's supposed to be 72 outside today and sunny. Now tomorrow it's supposed to get, it's supposed to go back down to cloudy and 50s for the rest of the week, but not too bad today. Hello, Off Blur, how are you doing? We do have a revolver now, which is great. I do have a bunch of torches too. We do actually have 23 matches, which is awesome. Let's eat down a few more of our cattails here, because we're going to pick up some more cattails. The tomorrow of today, exactly. I actually wish tomorrow was going to be nice, but nope. Nope, it's supposed to be today. Yum, yum. Oh, I should probably pick up at least a liter or two of water. Probably not a bad idea. There's our water right there.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, shushabai, you're fine. Okay, now we'll go outside. Looking around for any wolfie boys. Does the day diary not count days? The diary does not count any days. You can see how many days you've spent in a zone. Like we've spent 3 in Mountain Town and 1 in Forlorn Muskeg, and we've spent 5 overall days survived. So the journal, the diary won't keep any days. The journal will keep an overall day count for us. And then, of course, we can always see how many days we've survived at the entrance screen to the game. When we start the game up, we can always see how many days we've been alive. But Yeah, there's no journal that tells us how. It doesn't keep any sort of journal for us at all. At all, Beastie. Hey, Take It, how you doing? I'm gonna keep a few cattail heads just cause. I think I have, let's see, I have 10 tinder right now, so that's not too bad. I think that'll be good enough to get us by for a little while. Woo! I tell you, that's one thing about playing an endless night. You're always kind of on edge. I do not, normally in my games, I don't go outside at night. I don't like the lack of visibility. I don't like the, yeah, it's pretty much the lack of visibility. It's just kind of scary out at night. Things can kind of come up on you from anywhere. I mean, we have been able to collect 4 feathers so far, but even collecting feathers is going to be tough because there's not crows in the game. So, yeah, we're gonna find a few feathers scattered around a few of the bodies that are already placed in the game, but there's not really crows per se in the game because there's no daytime for them to fly around in. Which is also gonna make any animals that we shoot and run away from us, it's gonna make it tough for us to find them because, again, there won't be crows to track them down. Which should make it very interesting. Dear Diary, I don't know what day it is. I believe it to be day 476. Hey, wait a second. Just wait a gall darn moment there. Alright, let's get our pistol out. At least we got a pistol now. We found a pistol. We got it all fixed back up, which is good. The other thing I'm doing is I am using the Dark Walker feat, which is going to make it so we get tired a lot slower. Now that's kind of a double-edged sword because it means we're going to be able to go a lot longer before we need to sleep. But if we get injured, we aren't going to be able to get our recovery as fast as we normally would because we won't be as tired as often. And a lot of times the strategy in Long Dark is if you get injured or lose health during the day, you can pretty much just sleep at night and get it back. But that may or may not hold true in this version of the game. How many arrows can you make? I don't know. I don't know how many feathers I would be able to find. That's gonna be the trick. That's gonna be the real trick, is how many arrows can I actually find out here. Or how many feathers, I mean. Feathers, not arrows. Because the feathers are going to be harder to find now. Gotta be very careful when you have your pistol drawn, because if you misclick, you could accidentally fire it. I'm just gonna put that sucker away. But yeah, I lose arrows too, Pizza, and we'll probably lose some. We'll probably lose some here and there. It's gonna be very painful if we do. Yep, there he is. All this practice you can survive at the North Pole? No. Are you planning to move to the land of the midnight sun? No, I am not. If anything, playing this game makes me less and less interested in living in the wild north. Genie Girl with a 4-month resub.
Genie Girl just subscribed.
Thank you for the 4-month resub there. I appreciate that very, very much. Go inside the church here real quick, get warmed up. Hey, how's it going, Genie Girl? Take a quick gander around the church here. Usually not much in the church. Hey, we got a can of Summit Soda. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Bunch of books in here. The game just laughing at me. The game just making fun of me. Thanks, game. The game's like, yeah, here, have one of these. Oh, you can't use that? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Leone, how you doing? You're not too bad, just sleepy. Yeah, I got a little sleep in my eyes right now too. I did not sleep very well last night. I was gonna go out driving this morning, and I just couldn't get myself out of bed. I was so tired, so freaking tired. But you know, some days are like that. At least I'm rested now, so I'll be able to do it tomorrow. Maybe Stalker would be a better choice for an all-night adventure. Oh no, Interloper's way more fun. Interloper's way more fun. Yeah, let's drink our somebody soda. Yum yum. And let's eat up the cattail or two. Missed the first episode. Hope the dark wasn't too unkind. Well, you know, Chris, in our first episode, we spawned in Mystery Lake. We went to the trapper's cabin and searched it in the dark. And then we went to the Mystery Lake camp office, searched it in the dark, and we found ourselves a bedroll, which was great. In the trapper's cabin, we actually found ourselves a mag lens, which does us no good in this version of the game. But we survived that. Then we walked into Forlorn Muskeg, and we went to the poacher's camp where we found our first flare. We lit the flare, and we lit a fire there, and then we basically carried that fire around with us for 2 solid days. For 2 days, we survived on that one fire. Take that cloth. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. There's a wolf right over there. God darn it. Got him. I know I did because I got a skill up. That's my first kill, boys and girls. First kill. You get me back for smoking the wood. There's a chance of bear on your way back. There's a chance of a bear on the way back. What do you mean? From smoking the wood. Wait, I'm so confused, Pizza. I'm very confused now. Oh, on Hush River Valley. Oh, okay. When you're too tired to go to the spa, that's a problem. Yeah, that is a problem. Ooh, had a little tickle there. Is it difficult to hit the wolf with a gun? It takes a lot of practice, yes. I would say it's not very easy. You gotta line it up just right. And it is kind of a pain in the butt. The main reason I want to come over here is there's birch bark. Give me them birch barks. I'm going to need those. We're definitely going to be depending on birch bark tea for this run, I have a feeling. I was hoping there'd be a birch or maple or something over here, but I'm not seeing any. Another birch bark though, that's a good thing. Yeah, with the pistol, at least you can scare them away. Exactly. Even if you don't hit them, it generally scares them away. So that's the good news. Yeah, like the first one we didn't hit, and that scared them away. But I didn't actually aim the weapon on the first one. I just kind of shot it. There's two ways to go about it with the wolves. You can just aim that. You can just like point it in their general direction and shoot it. Or you can actually physically aim it at them. Now, the physically, you know, if you pull it out and you actually physically aim it at them, the problem with that is that triggers their charge function. So it acts just like when you draw your bow. They will automatically start to charge you in that instance. Which may or may not be what you want to have happen. I'm looking for one more birch bark. I'm not seeing it, dang it. All I want is one more birch bark, because you have to have two to make a prepared birch bark. But I do not see one. Gosh darn it. Oh well, that's okay. We'll head over to the trailer and then we're off to Hush River Valley. Hush River Valley is where the money's gonna be, baby. Always police your brass, boys and girls. Make sure you police your brass after you use it, after you drop. Ooh. There is a burdock root. Lovely. If we can find another burdock root, we could come out of the Hush River Valley with a prepper's pie. We could come out with a prepper's pie because we have the acorns already on us. Now, when we get into here, we're going to get our heavy hammer so we can smash those acorns. Into acorn grounds. And if we get another burdock root, then all we need to get is some mushrooms. And we can make ourselves a prepper's pie. Which would be fantastic. So far, we've only had one blizzard and no auroras, although we are in the first 6 days of the game, and really in the first 6 to 10 days you don't have bad weather. Oh yeah, I don't have the recipe or the prepper's pie, or cooking 5. Well, Tegeta, I'm wishing I had it. I forgot you have to have cooking 5 and the recipe for that. I'm thinking of my other run, Tegeta, where I already have all this stuff. In my other run, we're already, like, massively good, so... Not on this run, though. This run we're not doing so well on. Yeah, I have that little bit of cough today. I wish I didn't, but I do. There's some ptarmigans up here. I could probably try. I could try to stone a ptarmigan. That's weird. I can't pick. Oh, there it is. Like, why can't I pick that stick up? That is so strange. Unfortunately, since I'm throwing rocks at him, I am only going to be able to get one ptarmigan. Which kind of sucks, but... Hello. All the other ptarmigans ran away. They're like, no, get us out of here. There's a man throwing stones. Oh yeah, I easily get mixed up with all the saves. That is for sure.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah, you know, I usually don't have a couple of saves going at a time either together, so that's one thing too. Usually I only got one save going at a time, so that's not too hard to keep track of. But now that we got two, and we're going to be switching every other day, every other stream we're going to be doing one or the other. That's going to make it a little more interesting. All right, let's get inside. Oh man. Woo. Okay. Oh, good. He has plenty of meat on him. Hallelujah. It always sucks when you need 1 kilo of ptarmigan meat to make the broth. It always sucks when you get a ptarmigan and he has 0.92 on him. It's like, really? Really? You're gonna 0.92 me right now? The Prepper's Pie equals a stem MRE. Yes, the Prepper's Pie is the best, I think the best food in the game. I really, truly do. Alright, let's go ahead and prepare up them rose hips. Oh. We actually have an aurora. That's pretty wild. Well, while we have the aurora and some emote only chat because of Casimo redeeming emote only chat. Heyo. Thank you for emote only chat. I gotta switch that over real quick. Bam, emote only chat on Twitch, boys and girls. Go get those emotes up there. Get the emotes up there for sure. It's emote only time. It's emote only time. Not emo time. It's not emo time. Hey, there's a can of sardines. 40%. Some accelerant there. It's even with the aurora, it's hard to see in these corners. Not that there's probably anything here, but it's good to check. There's a can of spray paint. Nope, that's it. Okay. Wasn't much in here, but that's alright. Alrighty. We'll do emote only for another second here. We'll use our accelerant, so we have a 100% chance of starting the fire here. I just wanted to do it with a match. I didn't want to light. I don't think I could have lit a torch out here, unfortunately. Or a piece of coal on there. Do I not have enough water? I don't have enough water. Make some water. Very loud aurora. All right, emote only is off. Back to regular mode. Hello, Atheenon. How are you doing? Love the new run you started. Yes, I'm very excited to play it too. It's pretty. Oh yeah, we had 1.49. We need 1.5 liters of water to make the broth, and I had 1.49. So of course it wasn't enough. It was just shy. We also need to cook that up. We'll clean our fully loaded gun. Clean the fully loaded gun, see what happens. Okay, we're good. There we go. Is this a new run? This is our run we started up on Sunday. We have an endless. This is our endless night Gunloper run. So we have an endless night Gunloper going on right now. And we also have our mapping run too, but this is our endless night Gunloper run. Okay, now let's grab our arm again. Make up our broth. There we go. Lovely. Isn't it lovely? Prepare up our birch bark. And we're only about, I think, what, 6 days now into this run? Yeah, we're on day, we've lived 6 days now. Get a birch bark tea up, ready to go. Let's get our rose hips prepared. Get a mushroom going. Get a little more water going here. And this is our first aurora. This is our first aurora that we've had, which is pretty cool. Throw a few more sticks in here. There we go. Lovely as usual. Do I have anything else I need to prepare up? Nope, we're good on everything else. Queen Felicia, hello, hello. But yes, Yumiko, we have the 2 runs going. We have our regular mapping run, and that one we're playing on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, we're doing our endless night run. Oh, geez. And now a storm sets in. Interesting. There is no sun symbol for daytime, no. Basically, whenever you look at this, it's always going to have the moon at midnight. It's always going to be midnight wherever we go. Wherever we go, it's midnight. Hey, there we go. Cooking 2. We got cooking 2, boys and girls. You're at school? Well, don't let them know you're watching, right? Take off our clothes because they'll get ruined in this weather. That's the last tea we got. Okay, that's perfect. yeah, that was cold out there. That was nasty out there, for sure. Alright, but look at all these teas we got now. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, let's drink down some teas, get a little water back. There we go. Alright, we got our cattails. I'm gonna eat that down to a little bitty bite. There we go. You can eat these down to a little bitty bite, and then you can still go ahead and crush them into acorn grounds. It's a bug that's in the game. I'm sure they'll take it out at some point. At some point they'll make it so you cannot do that, but right now you can. So you can get all the calories out of it, and then you can still smash it. Alright, let's sleep as long as we can. Oh, I need to put my clothing back on. There we go. Now we're all dressed again. I accidentally did this, was still able to use it for grounds. Wasn't 100% sure about it. Yeah. Who's winning? I'm winning, Goldsman. I don't think the game's winning yet. I think I'm winning. I'm gonna say I'm winning for sure. Hey, there's another aurora. You know what we can do during an aurora that we normally can't do inside. I'm gonna drop that because we don't need it. I'm also gonna drop the pry bar because where we're going we won't need the pry bar. I'm also gonna drop the hacksaw because we're gonna get another hacksaw in the new zone. The lantern I'm gonna need. I'm gonna drop this ammo. You might find a rifle, but I'm just gonna leave the ammo here. Let's see. Let's leave the feathers here. Let's leave the burdock root here. Let's leave the mag lens. That's our that's the game just laughing at me. In 6 days, I found 2 mag lenses, which are of absolutely no use to us whatsoever. Which I just think is hilarious. Oh, you know what we should do?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, because we usually we'd have to have a light source in here to cut down metal. Usually we'd have to have the light source going to get that metal cut down. Now the reason I'm leaving the hacksaw and the pry bar here is we're gonna get a hacksaw and a pry bar in the zone that we're going to. I'm gonna leave those here as well. I don't think there's any birch bark in Hutch River Valley, so I'm just gonna leave that here. We can grab it on the way back. I got enough tinder plugs. Got my matches. Got my medicines. I can leave a little bit of water here. There we go. How do you plan to craft things later? There's lots of ways to craft things. You can build a fire. You can in the Mystery Lake camp office, you can build a fire in the little potbelly stove and craft around the corner. You can use the outdoor crafting stations. Those always work no matter what. So the best one is actually at Forlorn Muskeg, because you can build a fire inside the shelter there that never gets blown out, and you can craft at that workbench there. There's also a workbench in Coastal Highway that's outdoors, so you can craft there if you want to. You have to build a fire though, but you can craft there. You could also at that one in Coastal Highway, you can build a snow shelter right next to the bench, and then you can craft from the snow shelter too. Hey, Lefty, how you doing, buddy? I hope your day and morning, and I hope your new month is going well. Everybody go over and give Lefty a follow. Yeah, that's better than using the lantern. Yes, it is. Everybody go give Lefty a follow.
Coming up with more shit.
Bam, there he is. You can craft while inside a snow shelter, yes. Yep.
The first day I watched your stream was to get a tip on the story mode when you said you died.
Yep, you can lay inside the snow shelter and just craft if you want to.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I like that. I like that lefty at the end. Oh, wow. Just like so resigned to your fate. It was like, oh, wow. Not even like, oh my god, no! Some days, Lefty, you just have to accept it. Timberwolf Mountain Hut, if weather permits, can you craft there at night? Yes, you can. Yep. I forgot about that one, but yes, you can craft there at night if you want to. You know, other than the animals being all crazy during this is not that bad. And hi, Victorian, how you doing? Welcome back to our second day. This is our second play of Endless Night Gunloper, boys and girls. We're only on day 6. We've only lived 6 days. We can't look in the journal because the journal always says day 1. I remember that clip because I had all the time in the world to deal with the bear and I was just chatting away. Isn't there a setting that lets you read, craft, or do anything in the dark, or was that 4 days of night only? That was 4 days of night. That was in 4 days of night. Boopity bippity bob, bippity bobbity boo. Let's grab the coal. Get that coal all together, bibbity bobbity boo. I like the extra challenge it gives to the game, though. Oh, and there's also a fire barrel in Bleak Inlet. If you go there, there's a crafting table that has a fire barrel right next to it. So there's a few indoor areas that you can just build a fire, and you can craft even if it's dark out. You just have to maintain the fire the whole time. That's the downside, is that fire has to be maintained the entire time you're there. Yep, Desolation Point's the same way, yep. So true, so true. So yeah, there's a lot of crafting options. There's a lot of crafting options. The biggest problem I'm gonna have, here's the biggest problem I'm gonna have, is that the feathers are not going to be there. There's not going to be as many feathers for me. So far we found 4 feathers, but there's no crows flying around bodies saying, "Hey, you can use us." I'm gonna eat these. If I get food poisoning, I get food poisoning. We didn't, of course. The one that when I don't care if I get food poisoning, that's when it decides not to give it to me. I see how you are, game. I see how you are. We'll find a better hat here, I have a feeling. Alright. We got quite a bit of wood on us now, which is fantastic. I could actually read... Oh, I've already read that book. Interesting. So I could use that book to start a fire with. There we go. We'll just read... Oh, it's too dark. What do you mean? Oh, the aurora's gone. I was like, why is it too dark? Oh, the aurora's no longer here. Hey, April, good morning. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. Okay. Well, then let's go. It's time to go, boys and girls. Oh, no, they were... Excuse me. Excuse me, game. You said the aurora was gone. You lied. Lies. Lies. Oh, there's so much stuff, Goldsman, that would be so nice for custom game. I would like custom to game to be even more customizable. I'd like to go into custom game and go, you know what? I don't want Mackinac jackets on my interloper run. I want to have ski pants. Or I don't want to have, I wanted to have like all sorts of stuff. I'm wondering when you start harvesting feathers usually drop, is it going to happen for you? That I don't know. We haven't killed anything yet like that. I don't know. It's raining and cold, but a good day. Oh, that's good. Then when it's sunshiny and bright, it'll even be a better day, April. I'm almost thinking of going back to the entrance cave and just sleeping there for a little bit until the aurora goes away. I'm not really in a safe place right now with the aurora. I mean, it sure is nice. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I can lay down and pretend dead and feathers will appear around me. That's possible. Oh, that's Chris. I would love to be able to do that too. That's why it'd be great if you could just like, if every item in the game. I mean, it would take a lot for them to do, but if every item was just like the gun and the revolver, you could just turn them off and on. If you could just go down the list, like expand that, go down the list and just turn off and on everything you wanted, that would be so cool. That would make me so extremely happy. That would be like the ultimate customization. I mean, don't get me wrong, customizable mode is great. You can do so much with it already. You can do so much with it as it is, but it'd be great if we could even do more. This is a little secret path. Instead of going down to Stair Steps Lakes, you can go up this path here, and it'll drop you over to where you want to go. The big danger on Stair Steps Lake is there's a wolf that hunts around down there. And this way you can avoid the wolf. You might face the bear, though. Oh, look, we can see where our smoke signal is. Our smoke signal is over through the cave that does not have a wolf in it. Interesting. One thing I would love to have is polar nights and days where we have six months night, 6 months day. Like, well, you know, it'd be cool, Victorian, if it wasn't split 12 and 12, that's for sure. If it gave you longer nights sometimes and longer days sometimes, that'd be pretty cool. You've never seen Bear Grylls need an entire table to build a snare. Well, that's because Bear Grylls he's the boss. He doesn't need a whole table to build a snare.
I can't feel my hands.
Okay, it's no longer an aurora. But now we got another problem. It's very, very dark. Well, that sucks. That sucks even worse. How far down is that? That's a goodly way down. I don't think we can get back up off of this now. Yeah, I think we're kind of stuck. All right, well, here's what we're gonna do. Seems like this is a little less sketchy over here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect execution. Let's grab the cedar here. That cedar's always there. I don't know why. Let's get a fire going. Let's just harvest this deer up real quick. Be nice to start getting some... I'm curious also if there's going to be feathers around him.
One little fire.
No. The boss is different bear that fights trains, not Bear Grylls. Wait a second. The bear that fights trains? What's this bear that fights trains? All right, there's a feather there. I see one feather. I forgot I don't have my hacksaw. I left my hacksaw behind. So we need to wait for that deer to warm up. Because he has to be at 50% before we can actually harvest him. There's an actual bear in Canada that's been hit by a train a couple times and survived. That's named the boss. That bear's like, yeah, no train's taking me out. Might as well make a few more cups of coffee. That bear's a tough one, Goldsman. I'll do a little half-liter water in each one. Oh, of course it blows my fire out. Right when it's almost to 52%. How annoying. How disappointing. And now I can't do it, of course.
Cold. I'm gonna lay down for a bit.
How disappointing. I should have stayed on the deer and gotten more stuff from it. Well, bears are omnivores. Bears are omnivores. They'll eat whatever they can, including other bears. Well, at least I got the meat from that guy. What a pain in the ass. Had that fire going, had them all the way down there to the low percentage. Why didn't it work? Because this game sucks and it doesn't like to let it work. Map knowledge must be excellent during this run. Yeah, you definitely need to know where you're going on a night run, because you can't really see where you're going most of the time. I mean, you sort of can, but without the knowledge of where you're going, it's going to be a lot harder. Throw a piece of coal, a couple pieces of coal on there. A few sticks on there. that meat cooking. Yum, yum. Oh, man. Good morning, Sweet Pea. Hello. How are you? How are you, Sweet Pea? I haven't seen you in chat for a little while. I hope you're doing well. All right, let's boil this water here. Okay. After my favorite long dark stream that's currently playing a custom Gunloper run. All right, well, I'll take that for what it is. Night Gunloper sounds very nifty. Yes, endless night Gunloper. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild so far. But it's been fun so far. We've lived now for, is it 7 days? 7 days. Woo! We got 7 days under our belt, and we're now in Hush River Valley. Athena, my phone disables app notifications if I don't open the app every so often, so I miss them. I've been good last college term. Oh, well, no, I'm not saying it in any bad way. I'm glad to see you again, Sweet Pea. I'm just always happy to see you, so it's good to have you come by and say hi. But I'm glad you've been good your last college term of your undergrad. Well, good luck with that. I keyed. Yeah, I mean, you have the perfect excuse to be like, yeah, I've been really super busy. That's sort of the perfect excuse for it. Let's grab a few torches out of this. Oh, and now the weather's like, oh yeah, no, never mind. Never mind. It's all good now. There's no wind. There's no wind now. Don't worry about it. It's all gonna be okay. Please don't tell my boss I'm watching. Oh well, I won't tell him. I promise I won't tell him. Hey, bunny. Time to have a fat nap to the stream. Well, have a good nap. Have a good nap, Sweet Pea. Now maybe we can get this guy thawed out a little bit more. God, that's so annoying. See, I don't think any other feathers have dropped yet. No. Oh no, another feather did drop because we harvested him. Another feather did. Well, let's see if we can get his hide and his guts. That'd be nice.
Come on, little fire.
Getting the hides and the guts is kind of important on this run. All right, let's go ahead and throw another piece of coal on there. Let's throw 2 pieces of coal on there. How much water do I have right now? 5 liters. Gonna take him a hot second to unthaw. There we go. Now we can take his hide. Or her hide. I guess it's a her. It's a doe. I didn't check her bits and niblets, but I think it's a doe. It's an hour and 20 for the guts. Okay, wow. Because I got no tools. Let's add a couple of sticks. Actually, hold on a second. Just so we aren't attracting animals, let's drop that gut. And then we'll get the other gut. I don't want to attract the animals. You just told your boss, I'm your boss. You get back to work. Now you're in trouble, Redacted. Your boss knows. Yep, now you're in trouble, Redacted. You're kidding, maybe. Maybe. Maybe just kidding. Maybe not kidding. Who knows? Oh, there's some ribbity rabs. Can't do anything to them right now. I'm gonna drop the gut and the hide in here, the guts and the hide in here, and then we'll go down into the river, into the Hush River itself. All right, there's the 2 guts, and there's the hide, and let's go ahead and leave some water here too. I have enough teas that I can pretty much leave almost all my water here. Because look at all the teas I have. I'm carrying a lot of heavy teas around with me. So yeah, we have got basically all those and 4 rosehip ones. That's my first hide this run, I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, I'm just gonna throw that torch down here. I got 16 torches on me. Yeah, I figure this run we're gonna be carrying like 10 torches around all the time. I'm gonna wait to go to the Hush River here. I'm gonna go check over here real quick. There's a couple places that have some loot over here. I'm kind of curious to check out. And there's some cattails here. I broke through the thin ice. Yeah, that was a little scary. That was like a whoopsie. But it's kind of hard to make the rosehip tea very flavorful, Goldsman. I've never had rosehip tea, so. I mean, wouldn't it taste like a rose? That's hip. Now, I think there's one that I can't get into here. Oh, here we go. Second pair of undies, baby. Oh yeah, that's what I was hoping for. And a maple. Oh, I don't have my hacksaw. Let's go get our hacksaw and stuff. There are a few places in this zone you can't get to early in the game because you have to have a hatchet to get through some of it. Everyone needs undies. Well, I've been wearing the same undies for 7 days now. I'm sure they're getting a little crusty. They're getting a little crusty critters there, Chris. Crusty critters, Chris. We could call them Chris's crusty critters. I'm sure there's some maple around here somewhere too, or some birch. Not that it's really going to matter this run a lot. Oh, that guy had 4 feathers around him. That was a 4-feather deer right there. You basically have to take a lot of them to boil them for a little while rather than a little steeping in hot water, but it's very tangy. It doesn't sound the most delicious to me, but I'm not a big tea person either. One thing about Endless Night that I've noticed is that the overarching outdoor temperature is not too bad most of the time. Like right now it's -6. Most of the time it's like 1 arrow down, maybe 2 arrow down temps. So I've noticed that the overall air temperature is a little more moderate with Endless Night than it is, you know, as long as it's not a blizzard or something like that, than it is on a, you know, a regular interloper, because on regular interloper, your average outdoor temp gets to like -20 to 35 as the game progresses. Now, we are only in the first 7 days of the game, so the overall temperature is going to be a little bit better for us at this point, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens later on. I'm very curious to see what happens to us with it. Darn it, we got gloves in here. I was hoping for a hat. And there's our guaranteed matches. One of the guaranteed matches. Hey, we got a can here, too. Now, the good news is we'll probably be able to kill Sketchy pretty easily because we already have a pistol. So we probably can just go in and shoot him and have no problem, so. We grab that torch. We'll break it down and get a stick. I'm gonna grab the can as well just because it's a can. Why not? Actually, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? Throw that in there. Throw the can in there. There we go. Perfect. A 1,000 points wasted. Woo! Hey, I saw it. You said 1,000 points wasted. Woo! One of the big problems you have in Endless Night is just your visibility. The ability for you to see things afar is very limited. You can't just go out and see things. I mean, even everything's just kind of hazy up there. I can see the shapes, but I can't see very much specific stuff up there. This makes Endless Night very interesting. I mean, you can see better during an aurora. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can see things better during an aurora. Now, the sad news is we know that I know where our signal is, so our signal fire is not through this cave. We've got to go through the waterfall cave for it. Because when we came in, we actually had that aurora and we could see where the smoke signal was. So that was kind of nice. And the snow doesn't help? No, the snow does not help. Get all the rose hips we can get, though. And let's get inside the ice cave. coal. Is that another coal? That is another coal. It looked like a stone, but it was too dark for a stone. There's a stone. More Endless Night, King Boo, yep. We're actually in Hush River Valley. This is the cave that has the wolf in it sometimes. If he decides to spawn. Woo! Hey, Sweet Lou, how you doing? Hello, hello.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
You're just fine. Melissa L, how you doing? Welcome in on the YouTube side as well. Hello, hello. We're just slowly walking over here now, because we're kind of heavy. I probably should have left some fuel at my last place. Alright, there's no stash here. This is always the first place I check for the stash. There's no stash here. Now we gotta go back. There's multiple places the stash can be in this cave. Now that leads us out to the other exit out of this cave, which we don't want to go to right now. We're doing the regular run with Summit, technical backpack, and so on. Oh yeah, we're gonna try to do whatever we can. I wanna at least get a forge run done here soon though, and this is the best way to get a forge run done, and it's also a good way to get some more matches, because now we have, you know, 33 matches instead of like 12. This is a good way to get matches as well as get ourselves set up for getting a forge run done, so we can get our knife and our hatchet, get our clothing done. Elcor, it's going good so far. So yeah, other than that, we're just gonna kind of do it's as much normal as we can get. Let's put it that way. As normal as we can make it. All right, the stash is not over here either. That means the stash is probably at the top. Interesting. I've not had a stash at the top for a while. You know, it actually is warmer, Elcor. I was just mentioning that a few minutes ago, where I was like, yeah, it seems that unless there's a blizzard or an aurora, it seems like the overall ambient air temperature outside is warmer than it is like on a regular interloper file where you have day-night cycle. Because you got to remember, it seems like it's just is on average warmer. So, which is weird, but I'll take it. Yeah, we're a little slow right now. I'm a wee bit overweight. But that's okay, it's mostly fuel weight. Which I'm totally okay with being. What about guns? Yes, I found a pistol. And yes, when we hit tab, the moon is always up in the same exact position. The moon never moves. It's always moony in Philadelphia. Yes, when it's foggy, it is warmer as well, yes. Yeah, when the fog is out, it's usually warmer. But yeah, we found a pistol. We got right now 10 shells left for it. 10 cartridges. We already used 2. We missed a wolf, and then we actually hit a wolf. Start the bloody fire. But no, when it is foggy, Goldsman, it usually is warmer. The fog gives that warmer feel to the air temperature, for sure. So I'm guessing this run you're probably going to pay more visits to Bleak Inlet and Blackrock. If we start running out of shells, yeah. If we start running out of shells, for sure. I'm just going to use the accelerant. I'm tired of waiting for the fire. There we go. Stupid fire. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to throw the fur on there because that's heavy. Reclaim wood. Most of my sticks. And coal to top it off. There we go. Let's go ahead and harvest up the low, crappy torches. Yep, finding arrows in the dark can be rather annoying. The animals run away with your arrow. It's going to be annoying to find them because there's no crows to key in on. So yeah, there's a lot of factors. A lot of factors to go into it. Okay, we got a few food items. I'll drink down my broth. Eat down some kitty cats. Let's drink down a couple of heavy teas. There we go. It's just an arrow in the dark. Do we get vitamin C for these? No, we do not get vitamin C for coffee. I didn't think so, but I figured I'd check. What day is it? We're on day, well, after we sleep, it'll probably be day 8. There's no real way to tell. Because whenever you open your journal, you're on day 1. You can only see from here. So we've survived 7 days. We spent a day in Forlorn, 4 in Mountain Town, and now 1 in Hush River Valley. Although I'm sure the time that we're spending in here, I don't know if that counts towards Hush River Valley or not. Let's go ahead and drop some fuel here. Grab a torch. Okay, now I'm really confused. I may have to look around a little bit more. I am not finding my stash of tools in here. Which is making me sad. Maybe I just didn't look in the right spot. No, on Endless Night, there is no day-night cycle. On Endless Night, it purposely does not give you a day-night cycle. It goes, now. You don't get to see what day or night is. Wait, is it right here? It was right here all along. I didn't even look over here. I forgot it could be over here. Here's our stuff, boys and girls. It was sitting right next to us. It was sitting right here next to us. It's like, oh, I'm here. Don't worry about me. You can find me. I'm right here. silly game. Tricks are for kids. Kicks are for trids. Or instead of saying day, it would say night, but at least you'd know when you open your days, it'd show more than one day. Yeah, I think that's just how they planned it. It makes it kind of interesting because you never quite know where you're at. Like most of it, you never quite know where you're at. Well, it's also weird we haven't run into the wolf here yet. Which, now that I've said that, of course, we'll probably run into the wolf. But that's okay. We'll see what happens. You do miss old Fluffy in the dam? Aw, yes. Well, I mean, you can still write your notes there. You just have to write them all on day one. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, you can't really write notes on it. You can't really write the notes on it like you can in a regular journal. So in that sense, I totally get what you're saying, Elcor. It would be nice if we could write them in the journal, and actually have a count of the days that you've been alive, or the nights that you've been alive. All right. See, because like right now outside, it's -2. It's not even that cold. I mean, the ambient temperature is actually pretty decent. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh my goodness, Lady Q with a 9-month resub. Thank you, Lady Q, for the 9 months. Our Twitch baby has arrived. The child support's in the mail. I swear it is. I swear it's in the mail.
Lady just resubscribed for 9 months.
9 months. Tay Raveheart, Tay Raveheart, or Tay Raveheart. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you for the 9 months and the 100 bits. Appreciate that. I'm gonna go see if I can find some. And I have found some feathers, by the way. That deer actually had 4 feathers around it, believe it or not. Well, thank you so much, Lady Q. I'll see you in a little bit. But thank you for the 9 months and the 100 bits. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And we might be able to see a little bit better now. Sometimes there's some maples around here. Yep, there's one right there. Birch, actually. Did I come to HRV just for the hammer? That and all the other loot I can get from here, yes. Plus all the cattails. It's a great place to just kind of chill out for a little while. It's my favorite zone in the game. So, you know, multiple reasons I come to HRV. Hammer, Mackinac jacket. Get that second hacksaw. Really? Is it too windy? That was weird. Don't make me get my gun out. I'm not afraid to use it. Not afraid to use it, so... Don't make me get it out, game. Ash Canyon is nice. I believe Hush River Valley is a more well-rounded zone. I like Ash Canyon for a lot of reasons, but Ash Canyon, especially the western half of it, is just, it feels very empty and not, I know they worked on it, but it feels very unworked on. There's not really any wildlife. There's nothing really over there that's that exciting to go for. You basically go over there to get that elk underneath the rope, and then it's back to the eastern part of the zone because that's where all the action is. That's where all the good stuff is. It just, unfortunately, Ash Canyon, that western half of it just feels very vacant. It's like you go over there to get to the climber's cave and to get out of there into the deer clearing, and that's about it. I just feel Hush River Valley, there's just so much more kind of overall to explore in every nook and cranny of Hush River Valley. Like with Hush River Valley, there's all these little hidey holes where there can be like a little piece of loot, or you know, like that backpack that I found with the underwear. There's a cave that has a dude that has a box of matches on him. You got clothing scattered around. You've got gear. It's just, there's so much more stuff in this zone that you can kind of do stuff with. And that's kind of what I like about the zone, is that there's just, it just feels more, I guess, lived in, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's a good word for it, but but don't get me wrong, I love Ash Canyon too. I like starting in Ash Canyon. The start in Ash Canyon is great. It's fantastic. Because you get so much good stuff in Ash Canyon so early and so easy. Alright, yeah, let's light it with the book. There we go. Get a little fire going so we can grab some more torches. Let's read for a little bit. Do all that good stuff. Alright. Which feats did I get in this one? I got the Darkwalker feat and the Cold Fusion feat. I stayed with Cold Fusion, but I decided I'd do Darkwalker just for the giggles. Just for the giggities. Drop those here. Drop that here. I'm going to drop that one there because I'm not going to read it for right now. Just trying to get my weight down a little bit. Okay, we got we got a little bit of water on us, so we don't really need it. I think I will leave the... Well, you know, it's a double-edged... It's actually really a double-edged sword, Elcor. The benefit of it is you can do more for a longer period of time. The downside of it is that if you get injured really badly, you know, usually what's our solution if you get injured badly? You get tired and you go rest up, and that gives you your health back. Well, with the Darkwalker feat, you aren't getting tired as quick, and so it's harder to get your energy back, or to get your health back, if you get injured really bad. So we sort of have to watch our health pretty carefully too, because if we get too injured, we're not going to be super tired, and if we're out in the middle of nowhere, it's not like we can just throw our bedroll down and get 30% health back right away. So birch bark teas, prepper pies, those sort of things I think are going to be more important to us on this run than on like a normal run where we can just, you know, flop down anywhere, sleep for 8 or 10 hours real quick, and get a whole bunch of health back. So it's definitely going to be interesting. We haven't really faced an animal that's really hurt us yet, but I know when we will, it's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna make us pay, I have a feeling. It'll bring the pain for sure. All right, you know what we're gonna do while we're here? Let's break down some torches. We're just gonna chill out in the cave here for a minute. Because why not? Break down a few things. We'll mend something up maybe. Get rid of that sewing kit. But yeah, exactly. Birch bark tea, herbal tea. That'll sort of be our go-tos. I can drop that second bedroll. We got the second bedroll here too. We aren't playing on low health regen, no. We aren't playing on low health regen. It's just that usually your best way to get your health back is when you're super tired to sleep. Well, we can go for a lot longer on this run without ever getting tired. So, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. That's why I carry like 6 birch tea on me and 10 prepared. Well, yeah, I mean, I just haven't been to it. I would do the same if I'd already been to like the ravine. I just haven't been there yet. I haven't had the opportunity to go there quite yet, so. We started in Mystery Lake, went to Forlorn Muskeg, then we came back, then we went into Milton, and then we came into Hush River Valley. So I do have 1 birch bark tea on me, because I got a little bit of birch bark in, I got a little bit of birch bark there in Milton, but we didn't really do a lot in that direction because I had no matches. It was the main driving force at the beginning of this game is we spawned in Mystery Lake. We didn't find matches. We went to Forlorn Muskeg. We didn't find matches either at the High Blind or the Forge, and so we came to Milton because we knew down in the basin there would be matches for us. So yeah, you can use ropes to get tired quicker. That is for sure. But when you're injured and dying, that's a lot harder to do sometimes. You aren't exactly running out to find a rope to get tired at that point. Bring the action. Yeah, exactly. That's the main problem there, is then we'd have to be next to a rope, which is not always the easiest thing to do. But yes, you can use the ropes. You can use ropes if you have them nearby to get nice and tired out. There we go, fire starting 2, which now gives us a little better chance of making fires. 55%, and they last a little bit longer for us. I only have 2 tinder plugs. Let's make some tinder plug here. We'll grab some cattail heads when we're down there. All right, so I'm gonna keep that on me. Eat a few cattails here. We're down to 30 kilos, which is great. We are going to lose well-fed, so... We knew when we hit day 3 because we got the well-fed bonus. Because I didn't starve myself at all at the beginning of the game, so... That was nice. Alright, that's all the cattails we can eat. Let's drink down some water. Go grab another liter of water. Let's grab some torches out of here. And then we'll go down to the waterfall cave. And we'll go get our smoke signal taken care of. Oh, that's going to be fun. Going down that frickin' slope with no light, with no sunlight. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I didn't even think about that, but that's going to be fun. Losing well-fed is what happened to me when I went to Carter Hydro to get scrap for forging. It uses so much calories. Oh, I can imagine. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am. Alright, what do we got? We got 8 coal. I can drop a few more coal here. We're gonna get more in this cave. Fuel is genuinely something you don't really have to worry about in this zone. There is so much fuel in this zone just laying around on the ground. You can just pick up more sticks wherever you go. But yeah, there's so much fuel in Hush River Valley. Especially coal, cedar, fir. There's a lot of it. And again, the temperatures are like -4. See, without the blizzard, it's not that bad at night. Other than you just can't see crap. The can't see things is the main problem. Oh shoot, you know what I forgot to do? Drop my birch. Whoopsie. Yeah, there's a lot of sticks in this zone too. Yeah. There's sticks just like everywhere. Another reason I love this zone so much. Because you know how much I love sticks. Sticks are like my favorite thing in the whole wide world, so. And this zone has a ton of them. You know, one thing I didn't think about doing, but we should probably do. Now that I'm thinking about it, we're going to change our strategy just a little bit. Our stratagem. Yeah, I'm going to get the signal fire, but I'm going to drop this birch, and then we're going to go take a couple rabbits out and get their pelts curing. That way we can start getting the rabbit stuff kind of going. Perfect. Where are you going, Mr. Bunny? There we go. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm hungry and I need your furs. I need your pelts, bro. I need your pelts. And we could also use the meat, too. Okay, actually, I'm going to drop this before I forget about it again. There we go. Drop that. Whoa. Almost walked into the fire. That would have been bad. Alright, let's harvest this little bugger up. I'm going to use the hacksaw on that just so I get the most meat I can. Ooh! I can make rabbit pies! Whoa! I can make a rabbit pie. And I'm also going to put down my pan and just make some water in it. Because why not? Or my pot. Can I not make rabbit pie? Oh no, I don't have cooking 3 yet. I don't have cooking 3 yet. God dang it. God dang it, I don't have cooking 3. Son of a biscuit. Well, I guess I'll just have to cook up regular rabbit. Boo. Boo, I say. I was thinking I could make rabbit pie. See, I'm still in the mode of I have cooking 5, so I can make everything. I am the cooking god. No, I only have cooking 3. Or I have only cooking 2, I think. Right? Cooking 2 is where I'm at right now. Yeah, we're almost halfway through cooking too, though, so that's not too bad. Oh, that's gonna take way too long. Now we can take the hide. You're right, Elcor. Cooking 3 is necessary. I just want to be able to make everything. Right from the get-go of the game. Right from the very beginning, I should just be able to make it all. Is it better to tip a tip up in fishing house or outside on a lake for best efficiency? I usually when I'm going fishing, Fire Monkey Rob, I will have a tip up outside of the fishing hut while I'm fishing inside. And then on top of that, if I sleep in the fishing hut, I'll put a tip up inside the fishing hut as well. That way I'm fishing while I'm sleeping, if that makes sense. That way I'm sort of getting a double duty. But yes, using a tip up while you're fishing is a great idea. Oh shoot. Hold on. So yeah, it's a great way to go because then you usually get a lot of fish that way. A lot of fish. Hey, Triplewood, how you doing? That's one thing that I always was bugged me when I was fishing and I had to sleep in the fishing hut is I had no way to fish while I was sleeping. And now with the tip up, you have actually a way of fishing while you sleep. And you can wake up and usually have a fish or two. And if you don't, the nicest thing is if you don't have, hey Sylvis, thank you so much for the follow there. And the nicest thing is if you have, no need to recover health, you can just go ahead and sleep for maybe like 2 hours at a time, and then check your traps 2 hours at a time. Check your traps. You can just go back and forth, and that way you can catch a ton of fish while you're getting your stamina refreshed, which can be really super nice. But Sylvis, yes, we're back in the long dark. We're doing a little bit of Endless Night Gunloper, which so far has been very interesting. And we got a little bit of water here because we just did. Drop these guys here. Let's add a stick to the fire here. Let's grab a few more pieces of coal, one piece of cedar, and a stick. Do I have anything else I want to leave here? No, I think we're good. Let's get one of our 19 torches. we have a couple torches on us. There we go. Look at all that good stuff we got curing here. That's bothering me because it's not in order. There we go. Let's grab a little meat and eat it real quick. Because why not? So yeah, the fishing tip-ups are really nice. It's one of the nicer things they've added recently into the game. I've really enjoyed the fishing tip-ups quite a bit. And the cool thing about it is you can fish in places you never thought you could fish before. I think even more importantly is the ability for us to actually make holes in the ice. Even without a fishing tip-up, if you're in Hush River Valley, you can smash a hole open, and like in Monolith Lake, and you can just fish as long as you got fishing gear. Watching Perfect Trip do No One Gets Out Alive and Zone of Contamination has sweet setup with tip-ups and snow shelter. Over in that northern section by the pipes, yeah, that's a great place. It's a great place there to have. You can really work it with them, that's for sure. My cattails. My cattails. You're not even worth shooting. I'm too old school. I haven't experimented with a lot of the new stuff. A lot of the new stuff's actually added quite a bit to the game, I think. I think a lot of the new stuff has added quite a bunch of good flavor to the game. Run away, Wolfie, run away. My cattails. But you're never too old to learn new stuff, Sylvis. What is he doing back there? That is so weird. Take it. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Yeah, for me, rosehip pies, they're okay, but I don't like using my flour on them. I don't like using my flour on them, so. And I don't do speed runs either, so I don't like doing speed runs. This game to me is not a speed run game. This game to me is all about time, patience, and execution. And speed runs to me, I want to loot stuff. Don't go that way. You're supposed to go behind me. You're supposed to go behind me, Mr. Wolfie, not in front of me. Where do you think you're going, buddy? No. No. Stop it. Don't make me throw a rock at you again. And we got a few more cattails. Yay! We'll grab the other ones later. There's a wolf in our way right now. Go ahead and take our clothes off to go through the waterfall. The reason I dropped the torch is I don't want to have to relight it on the other side. And if you pick it up on your cursor, go through the waterfall, it'll put the torch back into your hand before you go in. Oh, it didn't. Oh, that's wild. It actually did not do that. Interesting. Maybe they switch. Maybe they fixed that. They may have fixed that glitch that you could use. We'll have to test it out again, see if it actually still works or not. All right, let's get our clothes back on. They may have been like, yeah, we aren't gonna let him do that anymore. But you know, I get why people like speedruns. They're fun to do. You know, if you're that bored with the game that you want to do a speedrun, I would never ever say don't. I would always encourage you to do whatever you want to do in the long dark to make it exciting for you. And for me, that's just not what it is for me, but I know for some people they love that stuff. They put that stuff on everything.
I'll take it.
Hey, I finally got a can opener. Ooh, and a head wrap, and some jeans, and a dusty pork and beans. There's my head wrap. You used to get combat pants out of there, but that ain't your mama's combat pants anymore. Frank's Red Hot Sauce, put that shit on everything. There, I said it, okay? So I'm curious if it's gonna work through this. What condition's that in? 57, we'll have to repair that up. Okay, it works through that. Maybe it was just the auto-equip that it didn't work on. I bet it was just the auto-equip. It probably was like, nah. Alright, let's get to the smoke signal, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's go down here. I saw people doing the Wolf Wrangler challenge, so I decided to throw my hat in the ring. Only speed challenge I've ever done. I like goals in the game, don't get me wrong. Hey, there's a rifle. A rifle cartridge just sitting there going, hey guys, how's it going? Saying, hey, how's your father? I don't mind having goals in the game. I mean, I have goals in my games usually. I think this game is all about making making a little goal for yourself and being like, hey, I want to go kill some bears, or I want to go get enough wolves that I can make a coat, or, whatever it may be. That's what makes the Long Dark fun, though, is you can make your own little personalized goals, and there's no right or wrong. As long as you're living and having fun, that's what's important. I'm sure you can find a rifle here in HRV, which immediately enable you to hunt a bear or moose. I can already hunt a bear. I can already hunt a moose or a bear if I wanted to. All I have to do is hit him one time with a revolver and it'll bleed out. Do I have a favorite region? This is my favorite region. Hush River Valley is my favorite region in the entire game. The diversity of loot, the diversity of wildlife, the map is very complete, and there's lots to do on it. Once you learn to get around the map, it's such an easy map to get around once you've learned all sort of the ins and outs of it. I find it to be one of the funnest zones in the game. And this has been my favorite zone for a while. It's been my favorite for a while. They haven't come out with a zone yet that I like more than this one. Let's just put it that way. I think one of the things that I said this earlier, I think one of the things I like most about this zone is it feels very lived in. There's stuff hidden all over the place. There's people. There's gear. It just feels like people were stuck here. Oh, I got some lantern oil. That's very nice. Very, very, very nice. All right, we're 41 kilos. Drop all that. Drop all that. There, that puts us below. Below. Alright, we'll put that out. Let's get some sleep here for the night. Got 3 tinder plugs right now. Actually, let's see. Where's my sticks at? Okay, let's go ahead and get our lantern out real quick. I think I'm doing the 50-day HRV challenge next. You're only moderately familiar with it. Nice! Well, believe me, you can live for a long time in Hush River Valley. The main drawbacks Hush River Valley has is lack of cloth. Lack of cloth is a big problem. And then the other drawback to the zone, okay, that gives us 5 and 5. The other drawback to the zone is no crafting table. Now, no crafting table until you do Signal Void. Once you do Signal Void, there is a crafting table in Hush River Valley. But because the hatch in Hush River Valley will have a crafting table in it. Before you do Signal Void, though, there's no crafting table. So that's the only downside of the zone, is the lack of crafting tables. Get that broken down. Nope, we'll fill the lantern up. There we go. So definitely, if you come into the zone, you want to bring a bunch of cloth. Oh gosh, really? Seriously, I lost that. You want to bring a bunch of cloth with you. and a bunch of arrows. Yeah, you basically want to be prepared when you come into this zone. I'm gonna throw this. Yeah, throw that in there. There we go. Ooh, he had a bandage by him. I didn't even see. Well, on Interloper there are. Well, on Interloper there the bunkers are. It'll have a tool in it and a prepper's pie recipe. Unfortunately, on Interloper there's no bunkers that have anything good in them. Now on Gunloper there is, because the bunkers seem to be set weird. It's weird. Like the bunkers can have stuff on custom settings, but on a regular Interloper setting, the bunker won't have anything in it except for a tool and a recipe, which kind of sucks. Gunloping's going pretty good right now. Let's drop a few coal. There we go. Nice. Well, and it does have a bed. I guess that is an important thing it does have, is it does have that bed. Custom Interloper will have bunkers that have stuff in them, yes. Straight up Interloper doesn't, though. But yeah, custom Interlopers does. For some reason, when you use a custom setting, it somehow it goofs up all the settings like that. All right, we should be able to pick all that coal up. I love all the. That's the other thing. This zone, you get so overstacked on fuel, it's no problem at all. All right, let's go. More cedar, of course. And more sticks. The exit is to the right. And we'll go down here. Work lurk. Nice meeting, chatting with you. Yeah, hey, it was great to have you here, Silvis. Hope we'll see you again soon. Oh, that's more coal there. It always looks like a stone. That's why it's always worth looking at the stones here. The coal's darker than a stone, though. The stones are more grayish. The coal is more black. All right. All right, hello. There we go. Gonna grab all the stuff here. Oh, I don't. Seriously. Seriously, game, you zoned me back in for no reason. I was just trying to pick a rose hip. That's all I was trying to do. I was just trying to get a rose hip. And you had to zone me back into the zone. I didn't want to be in the zone. I didn't want to be in the auto zone. The auto zone was not the place for me. You have a birch over here? I don't think so. No, I don't see a birch. Sometimes there'll be a birch over here. Sometimes there's a maple on that side. There's always cattails down here, though. And that we do want. If I notice correctly, I feel like this mode has less blizzards than regular Loper. Well, blizzards don't happen early in the game on Interloper. They'll happen a couple here and there, but until you get to like day 10 or 11, they don't start happening on a regular basis. But yes, it seems so far like we've had a few less, but we've had. I mean, you got to remember, we've only been alive 9 days, and in 9 days now, let's see, in 9 days we've had 4 blizzards, so we're still having almost 50% blizzards. So in 9 days we've had 4 blizzards and 2 auroras so far. So it just, I think the big thing with Endless Night is it just seems like time moves very slow because it never is daytime. It's never ever freaking daytime. So it always just seems like things are just kind of moving slowly and not really progressing that much. Hey, we got the maple over here. This maple always hides in the snow. Hello, maple. So yeah, we've actually been almost 10 days now. But it just doesn't seem like it. It seems very short amount of time that we've been playing so far. Being nighttime always makes you feel like it's just moving really slow. It is actually pretty cold right now, which is kind of crazy. I got my clothes on, right? Okay, I do. I was like, do I have my clothes? I was like thinking, do I have my clothes on or am I naked right now? So sometimes I get naked in the cave, you know, to go through the waterfalls and stuff. And then I forget to put my Bits and Niblet clothes back on, so my Bits and Niblets start getting cold. Yeah, we still got 10 shots on our revolver. That's awesome. Oh, I'm hesitant. I hate going out at night, Elcor. I see night coming and I'm like, nope, we're going inside. Or nope, we're camping up. We're going to sleep. Because I absolutely hate going out at night. Alright, so we're going to get up high here. So the trick to get over this one without cutting it down is you get up high on this cliff here. I think is it this one? Or is it up here? No, it's up here. Okay. Yeah, you get up high on this. And you run here, so you don't lose much height. And then you can just go right over the bushes. Now, unfortunately, you can't get back out that way. So guess what? We get to go down the cliffside here. Yay. That's going to be fun at night, isn't it? I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's hard enough to get down during the daytime. But hey, it'll be fun. But at least we're going to get our heavy hammer now, so that makes life way better. And there's usually a snow shelter here that we can just go jump into real quick if we want to. Ooh, and there's sticks, too. Hey, look at that. It's a mysterious signal fire. It's very mysterious. Look at all the wood.
The pack is getting too heavy to carry.
There's our whetstone, heavy hammer, cured leather, Mackinac jacket. Oh, and we got some more revolver ammo. A piece of gamey moose meat. What? They could give us food poisoning, though. It didn't, though. There's usually a body over here that has a... Oh, there's feathers around it, which is great news. And he usually has a sewing kit on him. Hello. Alright, let's get inside the snow shelter here and chill for a second. If I repair right now, it'll just take sticks and cloth. I don't really care to repair it. Alright. We're nice and warm in here. Let's rip apart a couple torches. But yeah, for me, Elcor, it is a get used to being out at night challenge more than anything. Because I hate it too. I do not like being out at nighttime. It always freaks me out. Because what if you're out and all of a sudden an aurora hits? Then you're basically screwed. You're like, okay, now I'm outside, an aurora hits, and now I'm gonna get hosed. Break down anything that's under 15. Make those all into sticks. Rip that to pieces. Can you light a torch on the signal fire? No, you can't. I've tried. I tried. That was an idea that I tried. It did not work. The signal fire neither gives you warmth nor a chance to light a torch. If aurora hits, you really got to rely on your aim. Yes, you do. All right, let's go ahead and drink down some big teas. Get our water back here. Yeah, you know, Jordo, I wish it had warmth too. It'd be kind of cool, but I think they did that on purpose. They didn't want it to be too good of a thing. They wanted you to have to struggle a little bit. All right, that's at 100. This is the one that takes the most, and it's probably going to fail. Yes, it worked. Okay, so we got that Mackinac jacket back. All right, we got a failure. We're going to stop. We have 8 pieces of cloth left. Let's prepare up our rose hips real quick. Now, the fun part about Endless Night is when you're tired, you sleep. When you're not tired, you just go. You know, you just kind of do your thing whenever you feel like it. There's nothing saying you have to do anything at any given time. Drink both our sodas down. Yum yum. Eat a few cattails. We're still massively overweight.
The power in the verse got me.
Najdorf Prophet. I had to look at that for a second. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I had to look at that and go, huh? Huh? We'll just get our energy back if we can before it gets nasty on us. There we go. All right. And, of course, now it's not as clear out as it was before, which kind of is annoying. At least we're warm in here for the moment. Is there anything else I can do in here? We do have our heavy hammer now, which is awesome. Can I still repair that to 100? No, I cannot. Since it's our only hat. Seriously, hat. It's our only hat. Well, we have that hat there too. But since that's our only, like, other head covering, we'll just repair it up, even though it's kind of crappy. Alright, so we're rocking a 15-degree warmth bonus, which actually for day 10, 15-degree warmth bonus is pretty sexy. Well, we got 2 Mackinac jackets too, which isn't... That's not hurting anything right there. The 2 Mackinac jackets is making life way easier on us. And we got double thermals. We did find a thin wool sweater, and we now have the head wrap. And we got the work boots too, which are a juicy 2 degrees. Okay. Let's go ahead and drink down another tea. Kind of heavy at the moment, so let's see about lighting a fire here. Is there a better spot to light a fire? That spot's just too exposed. I'd almost rather light it behind this tree. It may not save it, but it will give us a better chance of... We'll have several angles that will, you know, protect us. I'm surprised you can actually chill in a snow shelter without being cold. You know, igloos work the same way. It's all about radiating your heat back to you. And snow is actually a very good insulator. If you're not worried, you know, if you're not if you're not actually like, you know, in the snow itself, it's actually a pretty good insulator. I mean, look at the igloos that that Eskimos make. Those things are hot as Hades inside of them. Make some more rose hips. All right, it's clearer now. That's beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and make 2 rosehip teas so we have some warm tea to travel on. Now, the snow shelter can get very cold, Elcor, in the game. The snow shelter in the game can get very cold. I'm just going to drink that one all the way down. I don't care about the benefits.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
All right, let's go. Oh, actually, oh wow, we are very heavy, aren't we? Yeah. You know what? We're gonna use that. We're gonna make all these rows. I was thinking we'd go, but we're heavy now, and I don't want to lose anything else. So we're gonna turn the water into lighter things. Oh, do I have no more rose hips? Did I make them all up? I did make them all up. Gosh darn it. Oh, I can make the acorn grounds. Nice. Alright, let's just cook up the pork and beans. We'll eat the pork and beans. Actually, we'll cook up the peaches. Because cooking is cooking. Even if you don't eat the whole thing, you get a cooking skill up if you do it. So you always want to cook the pork and beans and the peaches if you can, because it's 3 cooking skill ups. Even though we're not super hungry. Yes, and we took the calories out of the acorns, as a matter of fact.
I barely walk with this much gear.
We'll drop 2 sticks. That'll get us below weight. Oh. But yes, you can still take the calories out of the acorns. That actually was an acorn we had taken the calories out of, Elcor, and we were still able to turn it into an acorn ground. So I don't know how they would make that not happen. I don't know how they would make that not be possible. Unless they did it like the broth, where you have to have a X amount of weight of acorns to make the acorn grounds. That's the only way I could really see them doing it. Here we go, boys and ghouls. Oh, Skyrim, Skyrim. Everything is Skyrim. And I got a spring. I'm going to take a little bit of a drop here, unfortunately. Right there. There we go. Oh shoot, did I get down? I got down too far, didn't I? Yeah, I think I went down too far. Son of a biscuit. Oh no, I'm good. We're good. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be... Everything's gonna be just fine. Everything's gonna be A-okay. There should be some birch down here too. Maybe. I don't see the birch. Boo. Boo! There's sometimes a birch down here in the ice. We call it the ice birch.
It's getting too heavy to carry.
A little more warm-up bonus there. Let's go ahead and take care of our sprained wrist just in case. And we have tiny tea we can use on that to get rid of the pain. There we go. Yeah, that's the only way to get down from that. If you go to that smoke signal early in the game, you don't really have a choice to go any other way, unfortunately. That is the way. This is the way. That place is always a pain in the ass to get out of. And then there's a little cave entrance right here. This is the cave entrance that goes back into the cave that has Sketchy Wolf in it. Oh, we're not done with this zone. We aren't leaving this zone yet, Elcor. we still have way more to do. A forge run is something I want to do, but we have way more to do in this zone still. Way more to do in this zone.
This load for much longer.
I know you can't, because you're very heavy. Why would we leave this zone? This zone is fantastic. There's still matches we gotta get. There's still clothing we gotta get. Forge runs to me at this point, I'm kind of like, it's nice to do, but you don't need to do it immediately. You can take your time. You can do it when you need to. So where do you like to set up shop in HRV? I like to set up shop at the Stair Steps Lake Cave. The cave right by Stair Steps Lake is usually the cave that I try to set up shop in, because it's an easy access to get back out of the zone. And there's a bear right by it that you can hunt. And it's a great place to cure hides and guts and stuff too. That's my favorite spot. You come back to HRV when you're ready to shoot everything. Well, arrows are going to be tough for us to get. And right now, we do have a maple cured. We don't have any guts cured. We found a maple actually in the... Oh, there's birch right over there. You can see it on the periphery. I'm gonna go grab that real quick. We got maple already cured, but we do need to get more birch, and I just found some. Birch is hard to find on this really? Birch is hard to find right now though, because usually you can, look around during the daytime and see birch everywhere. For what we're doing, we don't have that luxury. Because you can't see very far. You can sort of see in the distance a little bit, but yeah, there's birch right up on that cliffside there. We're gonna go get that. I think right now I only have like one birch curing, so even if we got our bow and arrow, it probably wouldn't help. You know what we are gonna do? We're gonna get another deer corpse here. Do I have a book? No, I don't have any books. We're gonna get this other deer corpse here. We probably will, Elcor. We'll probably at this point. I got 2 more spots I want to hit here in Hush River Valley before we leave. I want to hit the. I'd like to hit the. Whatchamacallit? The hatch. The abandoned prepper's cache, if we could. Oh, we actually have a hacksaw, so we can just hacksaw into it. Sorry, dear, you don't get to pretend you can't do we can't do anything to you because we got a hacksaw now. Yum yum, and that gets us some food too.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Throw that fur on there. A few of the sticks on there. Actually, how long do we have on the meat? 54 and 41? That is perfect for getting a gut. Yeah, the prepper's cache will do on the way out. That'll be the last thing we do. Which means we have to go back through Scruffy's cave to do it. Which should be fun. Now we can take this with our hands. There we go. So yeah, the Prepper's Cache and the Lonely Cave will hit on the way out because that's sort of a one-way for us. Once we hit that, we can't go back. I'm just gonna save my tool since I can do it with my hands now. We'll save the tool and do this instead. He is right up there. He likes us. Yeah, my weight's pretty heavy. I'm gonna leave that stuff here for the moment. We'll come back to it. That is true. You can climb the rope up there, but climbing ropes is not always so easy. And it's a long rope. That is a long rope up there. Oh, there's ptarmigans here. It is very dark in the game, yes. Get our pistol out just in case. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Wolfie Doodles. The wolf was like, hey! If you equip a stone from inventory while holding a torch, it shouldn't scare the animals. It does. That's the problem, is it drops your torch, and your torch dropping gets the animals all spooked out. I've done that before, and the animals are like, nope, we're out of here, bye! So yeah, unfortunately, I found it. I mean, I don't know if it does with ptarmigans, but I know it does with rabbits. Because the moment you drop the torch, it seems to screw up they get all afraid. Beth the Bubbly found us through Zach's videos. Awesome. Zach is so amazing. Zach is such a great guy. King of the Huns. Oh my goodness, King of Hun. Just subbed up for 14 months. Woo! But you know what, Elcor? We'll science it next time. And I'll try to equip the stone. through my inventory, or through dropping, you know, through equipping the torch. We'll try to equip the stone, drop the torch that way, and see if it's actually scaring them away still or not. My experience was that it scares them away, but I may be wrong. Maybe that's changed. Maybe that's changed now, so. King of Hun, I'm doing fantabulous. Let's get that meat cooking. Let's get some broth made. Get the Peach's hood heated up. There we go. We've got 36 minutes on that still. Let's harvest a feather. Takes so long to harvest feathers in this game. It's god-dang ridiculous. You're just chilling, watching after a long day. Well, Beth the Bubbly, good to have you here. King of Hun, good to have you here. Thank you for the 14-month resub, of course. Appreciate that very much. Cappy Barrison, it is very dark and high. Thank you for being here, too. Wolfie's complained about me leaving him behind. Yes, he is. But I have no sympathy for him. I have no sympathy for Mr. Wolf. He can go pound sand. Actually, I don't need any more water. We're good. That's hot, right? Okay. Yep, that's what I thought. That sucks. Oh yeah, we got 14 shells now. I forgot about that. That's nice. Well, we aren't going to go up to the stair steps cave tonight. We're just going to go over here to this cave. Tonight. It's always night. Shush. Shush-a-bye. Yeah, the wolf's like, how do I get down? Got high winds every day. There we go. That at least gets us some water. Do I have somebody else coming after me now? That makes me nervous. That makes me a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just the wolf up there. I do have a couple of torches. Yeah, it's making me nervous. I'm pretty sure it's the guy at the top of the cliff, but we're gonna protect ourselves a little bit. It's hard to tell. I don't think. Yeah, it's the guy up there.
That didn't work.
It's the guy at the top, I'm pretty sure. But we'll be better safe than sorry. We'll build a fire. We'll chill out.
Come on, little fire.
Because there is a doggo in the canyon here too. So we got to be careful of him.
Oh yeah, that's good.
All right. Let's pluck the rest of the ptarmigan here. The 2 feathers that are going to take an hour and 20 freaking minutes. An hour and 20 minutes to get 2 feathers. I'm pretty sure I could field dress about 20 birds in an hour and 20 minutes. Wolves and HRV are glitchy. I've had them attack through walls, get in my cave with me and attack me. Oh yeah. They can be a little tetchy. Delete that down. Delete as much of that as we can. Drop the rest. Bring some water down. Some agua. Do I have anything else to prepare? I got some rose hips to prepare. Let's get those prepared up. That's the secret to my cooking success, is getting all the rose hips and stuff that I can. I'm gonna actually drop these 2 cans here. There we go, perfect. Let's see, where's our heavy teas? Heavy teas, there we go. We'll do a little half circle. A half T circle here. Well, now that we started. You know. We just can't stop. There we go. Now we have a proper T circle going. Hot, 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 hot. Hot. Jiggle. 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 You gotta jiggle your T's when you put them down. Otherwise they'll burn. Once they say hot on them, you're good to go. Hot. They're going. Hot, hot, hot. There. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Good, everything's hot. Yeah, there we go. All right. Nope, no thermoses yet. T circle, hoo ha ha, hoo ha ha, hoo ha ha. There we go. Let's get the T circle dance going. It's still too windy for a torch out here. Not at the moment. See a little more meat here. There we go. All right, we're gonna make a run for the border, which means we're gonna go back to the stair steps cave. Drink down one of our hot teas. The T circle seems to be working. We can't leave it static though, because we need to have these teas on us. What's our weight? 40? Okay, we can grab some more torches. That's beautiful. We'll grab as many torches as we possibly can. We're gonna need them. Those wolves are gonna be all over us, baby. All right. We might have to shoot at one of them. Maybe. And our torch went out, so I'm glad we did that. Yeah, you better run, doggos. I will smack you in the face. Hard. Gunloper satisfaction, yes. Gunloper satisfaction is very nice. It's like, oh, you want to take me on? Well, guess what? Usually I have a bow and arrow. I got a gun. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another wolf gone. And another wolf gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, we're gonna get you too. Another wolf bites the dust. Shootout. I know he doesn't say shootout, but it seemed appropriate. I have the high ground, wolves. You cannot win. I have the high ground. Oh, if the wolves have guns too? Yeah, it might be time to walk away if they got guns. Oh, you see that shot there? See that shot there? Oh, yeah, let's go! Woo! Somebody's just one-shotting wolves left and right. In the dark. In the dark, baby. It's just a wolf in the dark. Actually, you know what? I know where this deer's corpse is. Yeah, I can't believe we actually hit both of those. I can't believe I no-scoped that one over there. I was just like, well, at least I'll scare him off. At least I'll scare him off. But it was a no-scope. It was a no-scope right into it. Just shot one of them, not even 3 minutes later they go for you. Yep, they do. Alright, now where am I? Okay, I'm over here near the bear. The bear I definitely will not be one-shotting with the pistol, so. Alright. Drop that. Go back here and drop the other stuff. There we go, get rid of the guts. Alright, now we're gonna reload. Bolster that. Get our shell casings back. Drop him. Excuse me. Drop those. The maple there. Yeah, that's definitely a clip. I already got it clipped. I'm gonna throw it up on YouTube here. There we go. There we are. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that was crazy nuts. I could take a shot at him. Yes, I could take a shot at him and let him bleed out. That is for sure. All right. We only have 8 ptarmigan down, so I can't make my bedroll into a ptarmigan bedroll yet. Soon I will be able to. Wolf, for my brother and Athena, not today, Satan. Back, Satan. I cast thee out. Wolves in this game seem to have the memory of a fish. Yes, they do. Well, they used to also Cappy, they used to run away a lot more. If you scared them, they would run away from you for a longer amount of time. Now they run away like 20 feet and go, oh, nope, I'm not scared anymore. I'm coming back for you. So it's one of those where they don't have as much fear as they used to. They used to have a lot more fear than they do these days. Which is sad, because we like our wolves to be afraid. We like the wolves to be afraid, just a little bit. But yeah, I could take a shot at the bear and let him bleed out. That is for sure. I am just getting warmed up, though, so let's go and drop some of our fuel here. We've already read that book there. Okay. Cool, cool. We've got some tinder plugs. Actually, let's get a few more. Let's make a few more tinder plugs while we warm up here. Yeah, I'll get more. There's actually a lot of ptarmigans in this zone. This zone is very plentiful with ptarmigans, to be honest. So I'm not too worried about us not getting ptarmigans. We gotta figure out how to train a wolf. You know, I'm doing pretty good, Peace Dog. I'm doing pretty darn good. Were you here a few moments ago when we got that amazing shot? That amazing shot on those wolves. It was like, oh my god. I clipped it on the YouTube, on the Twitch side. There's the link for it. Yeah, it was quite interesting. I was just hoping to scare them. Seriously, when I fired that first shot, all I was thinking is I'm gonna scare the first wolf, and because I'd heard one of those wolves get a deer, so I was like, I'll scare one of the wolves, and then he'll run away, and then the other one will run away as well. Because that was my thought. I'm gonna drop the heavy hammer here. I do have a few teas on me right now. Most of them are tiny teas. A couple of them are larger teas, but most of them are of the tiny tea variety. But yes, you can go check that out. I also just uploaded it to Twitch as a clip, or to YouTube as a clip, I should say. And now we have 2 Mackinac jackets, which is awesome. We have a crap ton of cattails. I think I'm going to drop some of these cattails over here. There, we dropped 65 cattails. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to drop that. I don't have the cooking skill to use those yet. I forgot that I don't have the cooking skill to use them yet, so we'll just drop those. We'll keep the water on us. I'm just trying to get low on weight so I can go back and harvest that deer up. Let's drop a bunch of our torches as well. There we go. That got us down in weight. Let's drop the storm lantern here, too. Drop one of the rifle cleaning kits, or the gun cleaning kits, whatever they're calling them these days. Let's fix up our gun real quick. We're still just, right now I'm trying to get warm, so this time I'm kind of unloading my stuff. It's just me kind of wasting time till we get ourselves warmed back up again. I do have 9 feathers now, which is awesome, because feathers are going to be a really tough thing. I might actually... there's 2 ways to break down arrows. You can wait till the arrow is destroyed and break it down, or you can break it down before it's destroyed. The only difference is, if you break it down after the arrow is destroyed, you get 2 feathers. If you break it down before, you get 3 feathers. Oh, I wonder what that is. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that was a different clip. Hold on. Here's the clip I was looking to share. Here's the clip I was looking to share. There we go. There's the proper clip. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's the proper clip right there. So see here, we'll throw that up on the full screen. Let's see. There we go. We'll go full screen. Turn up the volume. See, here's the first wolf over here. We're just going to take a random shot. I'm not even aiming. Oh, you see that shot there? And then this guy ran by. I was like, well, I'll take a shot. See that shot there? Oh, yeah, let's go. Woo, let's go. Those poor wolves. That was that there. Hey, Sylvius, how you doing? Welcome back. Yes, I was just showing off my little clip of the wolf there. Sorry, yeah, that first clip, I picked the wrong one to share. That was my fault. But yes, that was our little wolfie clip there. It was pretty cool. You know, we could try to take the bear. We could try to take the bear. It's gonna be tough, though. Because the bear's not easy to get here. The bear could give us a few feathers, yes. I'll give you guys night vision right now. I should have been doing that more often. It will make things brighter for you guys. It doesn't make them brighter for me, though. He's sleeping. You hear him? Hold on. Do you hear him? Oh, jeez. That woke him up. He ain't sleeping anymore. There's the stalker pie recipe. Sorry about that, everybody. That was a misfire. Hey, buddy. I hit him. I got the hit.
Sure getting cold.
Yeah, I've been forgetting about night vision this whole time. I should have been giving you guys that a lot earlier. Because I don't see it, but you guys get a lot better view of what's around us. Now, I hit the bear, so he should go off and bleed out and die. Maybe. I guess we'll see. Yeah, surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't run away either. That was very weird behavior from him. Let's go ahead and reload. Let's holster that, because I don't want to have it out. Actually, it's probably not a bad idea to have it out. Now, the one thing is, when I open my inventory, it's way brighter than it usually is. So you'll have to be forgiving of that. When I open up that, or this, or that, it's going to be way brighter than it's supposed to be. What injury do I have? Sprained wrist? Okay. Because you got to remember, this is what I'm seeing. Let's drink some water. We'll see if the bear dies tonight. Well, now, if he dies. The bear's not gonna die tonight. Maybe he did. Bear's killed one. We got the bear is down, boys and girls. Bear down. Bear down.
Maybe it's snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Bear is down. We got a good shot on him. Hey, Tala, how you doing? Okay, we do need to eat some food. Let's grab a piece of our rabbit meat and eat that. What's up? Oh, you guys, if you haven't seen the clip yet, go here, Tala, and check out that clip there. That was some night hunting wolves. That was some night hunting wolves right there, my friends. That was pretty freaking awesome. All right, let's eat some of that. Yeah, he already bled out. Yep. Yep. According to the kill sheet. So, well, unfortunately, I don't have cooking 5, so we can't really eat them. And we're gonna have to look around for his corpse because unfortunately, I can give you guys night vision again. Unfortunately for us, there's no crows. So finding him out here is going to be kind of interesting. I mean, we'll probably harvest him anyway just to have the meat. And we can cook the meat up, so... Hey, we can at least get a couple more acorns up here, too. Oh, there's no acorns there? Oh, there he is right there. Found him! Well, I thought it was going to be hard to find him. Found him! Get a few more acorns here, because why not? We're here already. Yay! Well, that was good. He didn't wander off too far. What are your thoughts on my idea that bears tend to bleed out close to where they shoot them? Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do, Silvis. I've had bears, though, that I've shot before with an arrow that run a bazillion miles away from where I shot them. The biggest problem is that, is that they'll go and die over a hill somewhere, and then you can't light a fire to harvest them. That's the big annoying problem that a lot of times they'll have. He's how frozen is he? 31%. Oh, that's awesome. So we'll be able to we can light a fire here. He's not frozen yet, which means he just died. Be able to light a fire here. Get that book out. We've already read The Wilderness Kitchen. Am I Texan? No, I'm not Texan. I'm gonna turn off night vision because it'll look way too bright with this fire going.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah, you tend to find them close to the initial shot. Yes, a lot of times you do. Yeah, the ones in Coastal Highway tend to run a lot further, I think. At least that's been my experience with them. Can we extinguish you? Thank you. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Wait a minute. There's another acorn. There's some more acorns over here. Another acorn's over here. So, Peace Dog, on Sunday, we started our brand new run on Interloper. Well, it's not actually Interloper. It is an Endless Night Gunloper. So, we basically, we went into custom games. We turned on Endless Night. We turned on rifles and revolvers. And we loaded into a random zone in Great Bear, which happened to be Mystery Lake. Which was kind of interesting, to say the least. Now we've got the hide. That's the most important part. Carcass harvesting is at 2. That's the other important part. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags. And other than that, we're just playing it as a regular game. I mean, there's no special rules, no restrictions, no nothing. We're just trying to live as long as we can. And so far, we've lived 11 days. And it's been pretty damn fun. It's been a wild ride so far. Because in Mystery Lake, we found no matches. We didn't even find matches when we went to Forlorn Muskeg, and I went to the High Blind and the Forge. Alright, we got an hour and 21 on each of those. Dang. That's a long time. I don't cook in small bits. I don't do that. I cook the whole thing and I just call it a day. You can do that if you want to, but I don't do that. Not that I'm morally against it or anything. I like the challenge. I like the challenge of getting to cooking 5. Yeah, Mystery Lake doesn't have guaranteed matches in it though. That's the one thing on Interloper. There are no guaranteed matches in Mystery Lake, and so we went to the Trapper's Cabin and the camp office looking for him. The biggest problem is, though, that we don't have light to see inside the cabins. In Endless Night, there's no way to look and see if they're there. Okay, that was rude. Rude! Oh, there's cattails. I found 2 mag lenses so far. So yes, I found 2 mag lenses so far. The game's been very, very kind in giving me lots of mag lenses in a game that I can never use them in. I got blizzards every day. One thing I forgot and I need to grab is the guts. Oh, that's a wolf. That's a wolf. I don't even see him. I don't even know where he is. No, we're doing the mapping run every other day. Every other day we're doing the mapping run, and then we're doing this run. So Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays we're doing the Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays we're doing the mapping run. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays we're doing the other run. So we're just kind of swapping back and forth between them. Whoa. He went right in front of us. That wasn't very nice. Thank you for the 22 Turkish there, Tala. I appreciate that. Very much. Oh, there's right there. Woo! That was some tough shooting there. He was in the dark. I could barely see him. Oh, God. Woo! That scared the crap out of me. Good Lord. That was scary. Good God, man. Good God. It does like to give you blizzards after a large animal. That is for sure. That is for sure. All right, let's drop this meat here. I'm not going to be eating this meat, but I can cook it up at least. And we can drop the hide here. Drop the guts underneath it. We're still cold in here. It's -6 in here right now. Well, good thing we got some fuel. Woo! There we go. Yay. All right, let's throw some, let's throw a piece of coal on there just to get it warmed up. Throw sticks on there after. All right, there we go. Woo! All right, let's get our meats on here now. All right, so that was one wolf that we took care of. Let's get a little water in us. Damn. Hey, we got a bear hide now. So you don't want the 1% chance of parasites in exchange for 1,000 calories? Nah, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it when I have 42 cattails on me. I have another 60 cattails sitting right here. I don't need the meat. That's the thing. I have no need of the meat at all. I have so much food. Hush River Valley is so plentiful with food that I just don't even need it. Did we turn the wolfie into food? No, and the specific reason I don't turn the wolves into food, and the specific reason I don't harvest the wolves to begin with, is that if you harvest a wolf, you are now setting, if you harvest a wolf and take the meat off of him, you're accelerating his decay process, and the next wolf's timer will not begin until the wolf is decayed. So you want to leave, if you want the wolf to not respawn quickly, just leave him alone. It takes him a lot longer to decay if you just don't even touch his corpse. Don't look at it. Don't take the hide off it. Don't take any guts. Nothing. Just leave it alone, and it will take way longer to decay, which gives you a lot more time without wolves, which is never a bad thing. So that's one reason I don't do the wolves, because I like to have lots of time without my wolfy friends. Yeah, it is similar to sharks. That's a good way of looking at it, Susamu. It is similar to shark spawning. If you leave the shark and you don't harvest him, it'll take longer for the next one to spawn, so you'll get more time without it. That is a great way of looking at it. Oh, There was a simple park in this cave that I never even saw. I never saw that simple park. I mean, all we're gonna do is harvest it, but that is hilarious. Unless you're doing a wolf hunting challenge, then you want to harvest those wolves as fast as you can because then you'll get them to respawn even quicker. Oh, 31, 32. Let's see if we can let's see if we can fix our gloves up. Hey, look at that. We got our gloves fixed. Yay. And the hat. We need to repair the hat up, too. Oh, we got mending, too, boys and girls. Nice. Nice. Liking that. You know what? Let's cook these. Let's grab out our pot. Get our pan down. Yeah, because it'll only be 1 hour and 5 minutes in those. Let's repair our hat up. That hat's taking a lot of damage. That poor hat's just suffered big time. The socks you can wear down even further. Yeah, we'll still get them back to 100% on that. These will get them back to 100% still. That we can get back to 100%. Right now, I got so little cloth on me at the moment that if I get it back, I'm gonna wait till it gets down to where I can't get it to 100%. The gloves are kind of a special deal. I want those high if I can. So yeah, I mean that's a great idea though, Cappy. If you're doing a wolf hunting challenge, harvest those wolves as quick as you can, and you'll be able to cycle through them a lot faster. Really? That was weird. Alright, what else can we do? Let's repair up our gun. Oh, we also need to reload it. I hate that I'm burning through so many shells, but you know what? It's better than dying. We still got 12 shells, so that's good. Let's crack some nuts. We're cracking nuts. How much time do we have on the meat? Oh, only 11 minutes, so let's crack a nut. No, I think Silvis is being completely realistic about it. I think Silvis is being completely honest with their assessment there, because I honestly hadn't thought of that either. Oh, we got cooking 3. Cooking 3 achieved, boys and girls. Oh, yeah. So now it's going to take us less time on this stuff, too. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. No, that is a great way to get those wolves to respawn quicker on that wolf wrangler run. Because, yeah, honestly, I hadn't even thought about it either. I really had not thought about that angle. Where you can force the spawns to happen quicker. By just, you know, harvesting them up and getting them going. Oh, you know what we can do to get our cooking skill up too? Now that we have a can opener. Dun 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 dun. There we go. All right, what else do we got here that we can do? What you gonna do? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's break those down. We got 34 minutes left on that. Let's get some prepared acorns going. Let's get 3 of them. And then we can make a prepared acorn. Has anybody done math on respawns? I think so. I think some people probably have, yeah. I think a few people probably have done the math on it. Would quartering be even faster? There's practically nothing left to decay. Yes, if you quarter the animal, it is considered completely harvested. So quartering, that's a good point. That's a good point. If you're trying to do that run, Sylvis, if you just quarter the wolf, that counts as fully harvesting the wolf. You don't have to break down the bags of meat. You don't have to break down. Oh shoot! I forgot I had the cans out there. Well, that sucks. We didn't get anything for those. Yeah, that sucks. I was busy talking to chat and not paying attention to the cans I put down. The cans I laid down. No, it's not your fault. I'm the idiot. I'm the idiot who didn't have my cans ready to go. I didn't have the cans. I wasn't thinking. That's okay though. It's only 2 cans of food. But yes, you could go ahead and harvest those using the quartering technique. And that would definitely get rid of them faster, so. Let's see, what do I have that I can warm up? There we go. All right, then what we're gonna do. Drop all of that. Shake my tea. Gonna shake my teas. We're gonna Kimiota this sucker, baby. We're gonna pull a Kimiota. Drop all the wood. Okay, get it sorted the proper way there, Atheenon. There we go. I will take the torches, because that's important. Even though these are not all tiny, I'm just going to drop them. That's just extra weight we can carry back with us. There's some stuff... Oh, I need to drop this meat. There we go. We'll drink that tea down. Now we're just gonna make a naked run out to get the food. Probably give you guys night vision. That'll probably make it a little bit easier for you to see. Yeah, no feathers around that corpse. Woo! But again, Tala, thank you for the 22 Turkish there. I appreciate that. I know that was a little while ago, but thank you again. It's always generous. I appreciate the generosity. Let's grab these mushrooms while we're here. Couple more mushrooms over here too. And a sticker too. I'm out here with literally no clothes on. I'm like, hey, there's a stick over here too. Let's grab that. But yeah, quartering the animal would definitely work. That gets rid of the whole animal. That counts as completely harvesting them, so.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, if I just have 3, I can carry all those back with me. Probably have to make another run out here, but as you can see so far, we aren't cold. At least. I should get my pistol out just in case. I know, my dear. You're cold. It's fine. You're gonna be okay. Every little thing's gonna be all right.
Did I say I hate being cold?
You did.
Is it really?
Multiple times. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, God, this could kill us. Oh, woo. Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
That squeaks a bit.
I can't run. I just want to get in my cave. Hey, you know what? At least none of my clothing got damaged during the encounter. So I guess that's a good thing. Woo! Hey, Snake Doctor, how you doing, buddy? Woo! Okay, well, we can repair our leg. The frostbites all went away. Dang, that was scary. That was downright scary, man. Oh, I guess I need my hacksaw. I'd be harvesting it up with my hacksaw anyway.
No power in the verse can stop me.
Woo! Hey, thank you so much for the follow there, tax fraud, Timmy. Now, we don't want to be into tax fraud. You don't want to do that, my friends. No tax fraud for you guys. Oh, my daughter just messaged me and said, "Hey, Dad. I love you. Hope your week is going well." Aww. I gotta message my daughter back here pretty quick. Oh, actually, no, I want that there. All right. I just had to message her back real quick. I missed them both times. That's okay. We got 13 and 14 minutes left on those. Yeah, I got night vision on still. See, that's the problem is I always forget about night vision when it's really bright inside. Yeah, you gotta wear shades. The game is so bright, you gotta wear shades, man. Don't you know? It's the old "my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades." Oh, I don't have any clothing on still. I was like, what's this big pile of stuff sitting here? Oh, that's clothing. There's a big pile of clothing sitting right next to me. Do. Hey, it's still midnight. What a thing. So, just to let you guys know, I'm going to play Long Dark here for about another 30 minutes or so. Another 30 minutes. I'm not going to be doing Nightingale today. I was unable to get out and drive this morning. I really need to get out and drive today to make my goal for the week as far as money. So, I really need to get out and drive this afternoon. So, I'm going to be doing that this afternoon. Unfortunately, I will not be doing Nightingale today. But we will be back with Nightingale next week, when things are a little bit more stable for me. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get these cooked. Let's go ahead and drop them over here. Let's put some water in here again. A Nightingale, yes. But no, I'll be doing some more Nightingale next week, but this week I'm gonna beg off because I do need to get... Oops, I grabbed another torch. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to add another piece of coal. That's why I'm playing Long Dark for a little bit longer today. It's just to make up for that a little bit. And then I'm going to go out and drive this afternoon, so... Our naked run out. We're gonna grab that last bag of meat. This way we get as many. Oh, was that a feather that I saw there? That is a feather. This way we get as many cooking skill ups as we can out of the bear without micro harvesting. You could micro harvest and get more, and there is a way to micro harvest that does work. It's not like it used to be where you can just hit the escape button and it just, like, takes it away. What is your advice to someone who dislikes their job? My advice is go get another job. I know that sounds harsh and people will say it's not easy, but if you don't like your job, go get another job. Either that or just put your head down. There's two things you can do. You can go get another job, or you can just put your head down, do the job that you hate, and during that time, be always looking around for another job. You know, basically, you know, keep doing the job you're doing, even if you hate it. I would keep doing the job you're doing. I'd never advocate quitting your job, because it's a lot easier to get hired by somebody if you already have a job. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but believe me, I've worked in retail for most of my life. The biggest thing that employers look for is if you have a huge gap in your job history, they kind of are like, why do you have a huge gap in your job history? And it makes you less employable. Now, if it's only a month or something, it's not that bad. But it is easier to have a job already and go into an interview and be like, hey, I'm just not satisfied doing what I'm doing. I'm really excited to get into this field. And then you can get... And then you can, you know, tell them, hey, I at least have to give 2 weeks notice where I am. And sometimes that won't work for people. A lot of times the new employer will be very, you know, very understanding about that and actually appreciate that you're willing to do that before you quit. So I would say be job hunting while working the job you hate. And so you're going to be doing two jobs, basically. You're going to be full-time job hunting, full-time working too. But that's life. I mean, that's how I've always done it, and I've had out of the... Well, I'm turning 54 this year. I started working at 14. So in the 30 years I've been working, I have been out of work for about a month that I did not have a job. I've been out of work a month. Other than that, I've been fully employed pretty much my entire life. At some job or another. Let's get our clothes back on. I mean, it's tough, too. I mean, I'm not going to say it's easy. When you're working a job that you hate, and believe me, I've worked a lot of jobs that I've hated. But I've always found the best thing to do is you know, start looking around for another job while you're working that job that you don't like. Start looking around for another job and you know, get it going on. Because that's sometimes the best remedy. Because you get that new job and you're like, yes. Also, having money makes it safer. Well, yeah, if you have a little money saved up, that's not a bad thing too. But I've never been that person, Cappy. I've always needed that next job. If you have some money saved up, yes, you can get away with taking a month or two off. But I'm just saying, as an employer, though, taking that month or two off, you can do that. But sometimes employers will kind of look at that as, well, they don't really need the job.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Not always, but having an employment gap is never a good thing when you're looking for a job. Just overall, in general. Unless there's a really good reason, like you got fired, or you got laid off, you know, something like that. But if you just quit your last job, I remember one time we had a gal who came in to interview with us, and she was so proud that she had quit her last job without notice because they didn't treat her right. She was like, yeah, they didn't treat me right, so I quit them. I just quit the job. I just bailed on them. And it's like without knowing, she basically just disqualified herself from being hired with us. It's like you realize you basically just told us you are not hireable. Because what happens if you get mad one day and you just don't feel like coming in? You're just gonna quit with no notice? Well, what incentive do we have to hire you at that point? And it's like, you know, but hey, you know, Tala, it's great that she gave us her red flag right up front and said, hey, I'm unhireable, and you know that gave us a good reason to not hire her right away. So, and that's the thing. And it's not that everybody who, you know, quits their job, you know, does that, but there's enough people that do that you know, it's a red flag. It sends up a red flag saying, hey, this person's not real hireable. I hate to say it because I know it's politically incorrect, Elcor, but if you put your pronouns on your application, you're probably disqualifying yourself for a bunch of jobs. I'm just saying. It's the honest to God's truth. You put your pronouns on an application, it's not everybody, but some people are just gonna be like, I just don't want the hassle. I don't want somebody who's going to get all mad if a customer misgenders them, or, you know, especially in retail. You know, I don't want to have a whole, you know, one of those TikTok videos, you know, go viral because my employee accidentally, you know, or my employee takes offense that somebody didn't gender him correctly. So it's fine to have that if that's your thing, and you can talk about that in your interview if you want to, but I probably wouldn't bring it up. Some employers will have a problem with it. Well, you know why, Elcor, that you'll never hear about that? Is because most employers won't tell you that. They will silently pass you over and never call you back. They will go, well, thanks for coming in. I'll give you a call if we're interested. And you'll never hear from them again. There's things that employers will not tell you because technically and legally they can't really do that. But do they do it on the sly? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. They will do it without even telling you. So there's things that can be done legally, and then there's things that can't be done. But just because it can't legally be done, you can never ever prove that they did that. That's the big thing. You can never prove that they actually, like, looked at your application and went, oh, I just don't want the hassle. But, you know, that's one of those things. I would just say that it's better to be safe than sorry. Even if you hold those pronouns near and dear to your heart, it's better to be safe than sorry and just not, you know, not make it a big deal up front. Later on, if you want to say, hey, I prefer this, you know, or whatever, fine. But a lot of interviewers will look at that and go, nope, we're good. I think I've only quit one job without notice. That was because they fired all the other managers while I was states away on a 3-day vacation and got a call to come home. Oh yeah, totally. Something like, see, there is always, and to all the things I'm telling you, there are always exceptions to what I'm saying. There's always going to be an exception to it. I'm just talking in generalities, which, you know, there's always generalities that will, you know, overshadow those. But my mom accidentally told someone I applied to I'm disabled and they refused to hire me. And sometimes they will. Sometimes they will. Again, it's hard to prove. It's hard to prove, but they will do that sometimes. Yeah, exactly. You know, that's the thing I've always looked at, Susamu, is even employers I've not been happy with, I've always given them notice. I've always said, hey, and usually at that point I'll already have another job. I will say, hey, I'm giving you notice. I wasn't happy working here. I appreciate you giving me a job. I'm going to give you 2 weeks and fulfill that. I already have another job lined up, so there's no point in you trying to talk me into staying longer. You know, and so usually, you know, it's just one of those things where I've just left jobs like that before. There's been very few that I've only quit jobs like that, just like outright just quit with no notice, like twice in my entire life. And honestly, looking back on those jobs, I'm actually kind of disappointed that I did quit them without notice, to be honest. I wish, looking back, that I had given them notice. For myself, if nothing else. But, yeah. I started Interloper in Desolation Point. I've gathered some guts and skins, but I have no hacksaw or metal to saw clothes. Where should I go next? I would go to Coastal Highway. And then from Coastal Highway, I would probably go... It depends what you get in Coastal Highway. If you get like a hacksaw or something like that, that's great. But the thing you're going to be missing the most is Coastal Highway does not have a bedroll spawn. And you have a better chance of getting a bedroll in Mystery Lake than you do in Pleasant Valley. You have more tool options in Pleasant Valley, but you have a lot of tool options in Mystery Lake as well. I would technically go Coastal Highway, Mystery Lake. That would be my recommendation. Pleasant Valley is nice because there's a lot of clothing at the plane crash. The big thing you're going to have is you're not going to have a bedroll. So the bedroll is the tricky one. I'm still waiting on my Target app to go through because I had to do a second time. The time I didn't align, so I correct my time and hope it goes through. Yeah, don't burn your bridges. Exactly. Yeah, that's a great way to look at it, Dragonheart. Don't burn your bridges. Only if you really need to burn them. Oh, wait a second. I have no clothing. I was like, why am I so cold? I never put my clothes back on. That could have literally killed us right there if I had noticed that. There, now we're warm. Now we're good. And you have a good chance of the mag lens. Yes, Mystery Lake has better weather. You got a chance of the mag lens. The places to check in Mystery Lake for the bedroll Opterus is the Allen's Cave. There's a hunting blind right there. Check that. Check the Mystery Lake camp office. You're either going to get a mag lens or a bedroll in the camp office, guaranteed, one or the other. And then you could also go check the Winding River cave and see if the bedroll's in there. Make sure to check the caves coming through the ravine because you can get some good stuff there. Also check out the wrecked train up at the top because you can get some good stuff there as well. So those are the good places to go. But yeah, I mean, burning the bridges is the hardest part. But, you know, interviewing for anything is tough. And there's always going to, you can never fully predict in an interview what the interviewer is looking for and what they aren't looking for. As somebody who used to work in retail and saw a lot of interviewees come through, the main thing we always looked for right off the bat was job history, where they had worked before, and yes, we did check references. We would check references on the old jobs. So don't think that employers do not. They will check. I checked many references on jobs, and 90% of the time they were right. There were a few times I remember that I called a few places and they had no idea who the person was and don't even know why they put him down. Yeah, bedroll behind the dam and the tubes. Good point, Beetleby. So, you know, getting your past history on there good is a thing you definitely need to do. And other than that, just being available and showing up for your interview on time. And more importantly, showing up a few minutes early. You never want to be late to your interview. If you're late to your interview, you're basically telling that employer, I can't even be bothered to show up for the interview, but I promise I'll show up for work every day. I mean, that's the impression you're giving right away. Is if you don't, being on time is like one of the most important things you can do to your interview. And even being there a few minutes early is not a bad idea. Even if it means you get there 15 minutes early and sit out in your car for 10 minutes and then go up for the interview. If you're on time for your interview, that immediately tells your employer that, you know, or future employer that being on time is important to you, because honestly, we would keep on some employees that were not the best employees as far as like their work habits weren't the best. They weren't the best with customers. They maybe weren't the best with the merchandise, but you know what? They showed up on time for work every single day. They didn't call out sick a lot. They didn't take a lot of, you know, they were always on time, you know, and that is something that every employer will value more than anything you could ever know. Because honestly, training somebody and spending all that time and effort training them to do the job, learning to use your POS, and then for them just to flake out like every other day, they're showing up half an hour late. They take sick days off like every other Tuesday. And that's one thing too. If you're going to fake a sick day, which I don't recommend faking sick days, but if you're going to fake a sick day, try not to fake the same sick day every time. Employers keep track of when you're taking sick days. And if they see, oh, every weekend, say you work Monday through Friday and your weekend is Saturday, Sunday, and every other Monday you're calling out sick, that's a pattern. They're like, oh, look, every other Monday this employee calls out sick. Are they really sick, or do they have the brown flu where they've been out drinking too much the night before? Which is usually the case. How far are we into cooking 3? I'm just curious. Good, that bear got us into cooking 3 and about a third of the way through it. Yeah, let's go. So yeah, if you're gonna fake a sick day, just don't do it on a consistent basis. Because if you do it consistently, they'll notice. I swear to God they will. How much cattails do I have? 15? And I know this because I was the one with tasked with keeping track of people's sick days.
No power in the verse can stop
Lotion,
me.
thank you so much for the follow there. I appreciate that very much. Let's go check these wolf corpses over here. Oh, we have a deer corpse over here too. Son of a biscuit! I forgot about the deer corpse. I got health issues, so when I can work, I'm super happy. Oh, yeah. Oh, and another important thing, don't show up to work drunk. It doesn't work out very well most of the time. We had a guy who would show up to work drunk so often, or stoned, yeah. He would show up to work drunk so often that he got in the habit of just pulling out cardboard and laying down on it in the back room. It was like, really, dude? Really? You're gonna do this? It's too windy to light the torch, okay? Yeah. Needless to say, we fired him. Let's see, what were some of the other fun firing things? We had one guy
Come on,
who was 19. This was why we stopped hiring anybody under the age of 21. Because we had a kid who was 19 years old. We used to hire 18 and up, which was no problem. But we had a kid who was 21, or who was 19. And he was a closer for the store. And we had to fire him because he was stealing alcohol and giving it to minors and letting those minors in the store after hours. I kid you not. Yeah. And basically the way we found out is that the police came to our store with the young lady's father, who was then had him arrested from our store and taken away for giving alcohol to minors. And I have a feeling there was other stuff going on as well. Because this guy, these were girls that were like 16, 17 years old, and he had him in the store after hours, and he was 19 years old, and they arrested him. So I have a feeling he was doing other stuff with them than just giving them alcohol. Oh, seriously? Seriously? So, yeah. A couple years ago, I did a short stint at a grocery store, and their policy is only leaders can ring up alcohol, so even though I was 24, I had to call leadership every time someone wanted alcohol. Yeah, well, alcohol is one of the biggest things you can get in I mean, I worked in the tobacco industry, and selling alcohol or tobacco to a minor is a huge deal. It's a huge, huge deal. They do not want that happening, period. It's very bad if it happens. All right, King of Hun, have a good night, my friend. We'll see you late. We'll see you next time for more fun. So yeah, we had some pretty wild firings. There were people who stole stuff from us. And it's funny because we were actually looking for, and it's funny because the people who steal, they think they're so clever. 90% of the time I would find people stealing from us. I wasn't even looking for it. We had one time we had a distributor. We had packs of a certain kind of cigarette being stolen, and we couldn't figure out what was going on, and we thought it was somebody working for us. Okay, and so I started watching. I had to watch tape all the time. Good God, my eyes would just glaze over. But what I found is so we started counting the cigarette every morning. My opener would count it because I trusted him. And then I would count it in the afternoon. And it always seemed that he would count it in the morning, it would be fine, and by the time I counted it in the afternoon, we would be missing a pack sometimes. But we found it was only happening on Tuesdays. So I started going back and looking at Tuesday tape. And I watched from the moment he counted them in the morning until I counted it in the afternoon. Well, I didn't have to go very far because we got a beer delivery Tuesday morning. And what was happening is my opener was counting the packs. He counted it, made sure it was right in the computer, and then the guy who was our delivery driver was stealing a pack every Tuesday morning. Yep, we caught him red-handed, and I was able to go back every Tuesday and check and watch. And he was stealing a pack every Tuesday morning. Needless to say, we contacted the company he was working for, and they promptly fired his ass. Oh, he got fired. He lost his job. He lost his job over it. Yeah. That was a funny one. And then other times I would just be watching tape for something or another. I'd be watching tape for something or another. Just my boss wanted me to see, you know, what was going on late at night because somebody wasn't doing their job closing the store very well. Oh no, they didn't reimburse us or anything. No, they didn't. They apologized, but they didn't reimburse us or nothing. But I'd be watching tape just to see what a closer was doing, and then I'd just run into them stealing something at night. Like one time, this one closer we had was doing a really bad job doing all of his closing duties. Well, I can see why he was having a bad job doing his closing duties, because he was basically putting alcohol into his backpack and taking it home with him at night. So that was fun. Yeah, there was lots of things we ran into all the time. Yum yum. Yummy yummy meat. Yay. Honestly, it was kind of sad. I know, and you know, I've seen it all. We had a manager who worked for us. Oh, we can make venison stew. Can I make venison pies? What am I missing? Oh, I need to have the other thing here. Venison pies. Yum 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 yum. We had one of our managers who worked for us for like, oh my god, she worked for us for probably, I don't know, 10 years. And we would do manual inventory at the end of the year. I would manually go through and count all the inventories in the stores. And one year, the inventory was just way off on certain things. And she was basically ringing stuff into the computer, taking cash from people, opening the till up, and putting the money in, and then voiding out the sale, and then later she would steal the money from the register. And she was doing that to the tune of thousands of dollars every 2 or 3 months. Yeah. Oh, that's how we were able to figure it out, Michael, is that the voids are tracked. Although we don't, the thing is that until we have a reason to look at them, we don't just have people just going over the voids and checking them out all the time. So unless there's a reason to look, we don't really look. And we didn't know we had a problem because we'd never bumped into it before. Most of the time we just bumped into stuff. Every time we weren't looking for people stealing from us. And most companies don't have the time just to have people sitting around looking for people stealing from them. Especially a small company like ours. We only had 20 employees. You know, it wasn't like we were a big company. It's not like we have a whole department for loss or anything like that. So we bumped into it and we caught her stealing like that. And it was like, great. I wonder what happens if I take these off. No, no. Now I'm locked in. Okay, where's a place without fire? Or without wind? Yeah, I can do it over here. So yeah, it just kind of sucked overall. It made me sad because I liked her too. She was a nice enough gal. She was always broke and didn't have money, and she just felt that stealing was the way to go. She started doing it, I'm sure, on a whim, and then just kind of like, it was like, you know, she didn't get caught, so she was like, just get bigger and bigger.
Come on, little fire.
Never for 1 second working for someone ever steal from a company. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. I was gonna move these pies over here. Oh good, they didn't lose any of their time. That's nice. Move the cooking pot over here. Jeez Louise, man. I tell you, I'm just trying to cook some food. For God's sake, I'm just trying to cook some damn food, man. Yeah, it hurts when when it's people you know and you think you can trust. That is the hardest. Yeah. All right, we got the pies. I can make some more venison pie. Let's do it. Well, and you know, honestly, if the company's not offering you a wage that you think is right, just go find another job. I've worked lots of jobs where I didn't get paid super well, and it's like, well, that's just, you know, that's just how it is. I go find another job. That's the best remedy. You go find that next job and you move along. Because best case scenario, you'll steal and get away with it, and that just hurts your soul. Worst case scenario, you'll get caught and you'll lose your job. 45, 29. And then you'll also have a bad mark on your record as well. And you can try to be like, not tell people about that job that you had, but believe me, there's lots of ways for people to find out stuff about you these days. Lots of ways for people to find out about you these days. It's not like it used to be where it was really hard to find information out about certain people. I mean, if you really want to, you can pretty much go online and just, you know, scour somebody's social media. You can punch somebody, and a lot of employers do this. They will actually take your name, put it into Google search, and see what comes up. So you want to be very careful about what you put online about yourself, because there's no such thing as not there's no such thing as not having it out there these days. It's going to be out there one way or the other. My last job in the Army, we had a senior officer who'd just been selected for a program to send him to Oxford to get his PhD, get arrested for massive credit card fraud, 250K plus, the day before he was supposed to fly to the UK. Wow. I mean, stealing is easy. You can get away with it for a long time, and we've had people get away with it for quite a while in our place. You know, it does happen, and for a long time, people can get away with it, but I just don't think it's worth it myself. I just don't think it's worth it. No matter how smart you think your scam is to get money or stuff out of there, you're probably going to get caught eventually. You may get away with it some of the time, but you aren't going to get away with it all the time. And at some point, you probably need to just call it good. If you're going to do it once or twice. If you get away with it, great, and then just stop. I wouldn't recommend doing it at all, though. Most of the time, the thieves that we caught, they just got into the habit of doing it. To them, it just was a habitual thing. It was a habitual thing where they just felt comfortable doing it because they hadn't been caught, and they did it. They thought their way of stealing was so unique and interesting, but to be honest, once you knew the pattern of how they were doing it, it was so easy to find them. It was so easy to find them doing it. Because they sometimes they would get in the habit of a certain time of doing it, like they do it at a certain time in their shift, or a certain event would happen. You know, like say their coworker took a break. They'd be like, oh, well, this is the perfect time for me to steal because my coworker's gone. Well, guess what? You do that once and you get caught. Now I can go back and look at every time your coworker's taken a break, and every time your coworker's taken a break, there's a very high probability that they stole something. And so then it's super easy to find multiple points of you stealing something. I mean, one is enough to get fired, but multiples, you can actually, if you can actually calculate what they stole, if it's over $600, you can actually have some pretty bad. If it exceeds a certain amount, even over time, it can turn into a felony, which is not something you want on your record ever. Most of the time, I will say, there was only one time I remember my boss taking any legal action, and that was against that kid that stole alcohol and was giving it to minors. Because he had stolen a lot of stuff from us when we went back on the tapes, and it was over 600. So he was able to pile on to that guy, to the dad who wanted that kid arrested for doing things to his daughters. Yeah. That's how he and his wife were caught. They filed a fraudulent claim for $5,000. It was successful, so they tried it again for a little more with a different credit card company, and again with a little more company. It was the pattern that got him on the radar. Yep. A scam only works as long as you can keep it on the down low. It only works as long as you can not get detected. Once you get detected, then you're in frickin' trouble. All right. Well, we have, boys and girls, we have reached day 13. We're doing awesome in here. Actually, I have another hide to drop, don't I? We're doing awesome in this zone. Absolutely awesome. We've got 3 deer hides now. We've got lots of water. We got lots of cattails. We even have a bear hide. We've got a cured deer hide. We got some cured guts. We got some birch and maple curing. We've got our heavy hammer now. Everything's coming up Atheenon. We've even been able to take down some wolves and the bear. We have a couple things I still want to do. I want to travel down to the cave where I know there's another box of matches. I want to go through Sketchy's cave and go up to the top there, and then go hit the Lonely Cave and the hatch before we get out of this zone. But that means I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna gather our stuff up here, take it to the cave that gets out of this zone, drop it off there, and then go and get those matches, go into the Hush River itself, and gather up the stuff there. And then we'll move on from there. There's still quite a few places I haven't even searched in this zone. We haven't gone to Monolith Lake. We haven't gone down into the ravine. We haven't gone to the top of the mountain. None of those places yet. Although, ooh, that's an argument. That's an argument for going down into the ravine. If we got the key and went to the top of Monolith Lake, there's a bear hide. A cured bear hide in that box. That would allow us to have 2 bear hides immediately. Ooh, God, that's that's so tempting. That is so freaking tempting. Ooh. I got some stuff to think about between now and the next time, boys and girls. That is for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, we're right here. Exactly, Michael. We're right here. We are right here. And we could just go down there, climb up the one rope on the other side, grab the key, and then just climb back up. Because we don't have a hatchet to get up directly. But we could come back up and have the key. And then we could circle around and get all that. And then we could go... Yeah, there's a lot we need to do still. A lot we need to do in Hush River Valley. That's why I love this zone. This zone has so many things in it that are just so awesome and amazing. But boys and girls, thank you for joining me on the YouTube side. I will see you again on Thursday. Thursday morning, we will be doing our mapping run again. Remember, we're doing this run only every other day. If you go and look at the... I'm going to pull it up here real quick. If you go and look at the schedule, which I'll put a link up for, the schedule has all of our good stuff. Shut up. So I'm gonna copy and paste the schedule here into YouTube. Paste that there. and paste it over here. So there's the schedule, guys. You can go check that out. We're doing Endless Night on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We're doing the mapping run on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So we're doing every other day on those. But thank you again, everybody, for coming by on the YouTube side. I will see you all later on.